Twitter sphere for lots of things. Tonight will be playing again Darlene Gray. She is a sweet. She is a. Well, there are sweet aspects about her. Don't make that face, Matthew. She is a sweet Southern belle, but she does have a temper, and she is quite attuned to certain magics. And yeah, we'll just get right into it. Matthew, you want to talk to us about Oak and Animal Helper?
Hi, I'm Matthew Foreman. I am at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. You know me from Dice Priory. I remember our folks at Animal Helper, 501c3, located in New Orleans. We just did a charity fundraiser for them 2 Wednesdays ago. It was really successful. Thanks for those of you who helped out. Go down below and find out how you can help if you haven't already. I will be playing Oak Williams. He is a spell slinger. He is miserable. For good reasons, but miserable nonetheless. And he doesn't like anything, so here we are.
That's accurate.
But Alex next, our guest star.
Yeah.
Hi, that me. My name is Alex Gaston. This is my first game on Dice Priory. I'm so excited. I got to be on here for Bitch the Pot for Gen Con, after Gen Con. Do I talk about who I'm playing? Is that okay?
Sure, yeah.
I don't know.
Just don't give a description. Just say like your name and what playbook, and then we'll introduce you in the game.
I am playing Isabeau, the pararomantic. I don't know what I'm doing. I just am happy to be here.
None of us ever know what we're doing. It's fine.
Don't mind my dog back there. Go away.
And I am Ty. I am your keeper for this evening. You can find me here on Twitter and under Ballroom Brawler. I'm also on Barrett Roll sometimes, and I am on the Mythos Mystery Society, where we have our podcast up now, including the one Chris just ran, The Demented Days of Danvers. It's up right now. And then tomorrow I will be in person for Dice Priory running a Vampire the Masquerade one-shot. A sequel to a game we ran a long time ago. It's gonna be a game.
It's gonna be a game. Do you want to tell me what it's called?
Called Down to Feed, a Jersey Shore adventure.
It's gonna be fist bumping awesome.
That's right. That's
Jim
right.
Tan Laundry.
Yep.
That's right.
So this is in tonight's, and we are resuming in Hushed Hallows. This is part 2 of the hunt that began last time. Last time was a little bit ago, but from my memory, what occurred was the hunters, Lucy, Oak, Darlene, and Raphael, were in Hushed Hallows, a small, sleepy town, had come investigating some occurrences, and guided by Raphael's pamphlet, have already taken care of a couple monsters, met up with Granny, a hunter that was... a hunter that lived in town and was familiar with a series of events that happened many years ago, and was kind of helping this new group of hunters, guiding them into whatever's going on now. There were some murders last time. There was some light murder.
Was it?
Also, Oak has, after using some abilities, Oak is now has a tattoo on his forearm that is slowly wrapping around.
That's right.
And it's about, I believe we're at like about 3/4 of the way around right now. A little less.
1/4, 1/8, I think, like 1/16.
I think it's maybe a half.
It's like a dot.
It's one dot. It's a blue dot. And when we left off, they were trying to investigate Oak's tattoo, and use some magic to find something that seemed warm. It led them to a boiler room at the bottom of this skate rink, where they found 2 bodies of two seem to be kind of younger gentlemen who had their throats ripped out and were lying down on the floor with some bottles of alcohol. It's working. Okay. Darlene decided to plunge her hands into the throats to use her blood scrying magic, which took her into a vision in the woods of a small hut that had throats ripped out and kind of used as kind of lights strung all inside of it. Before Darlene was able to escape the vision, she was stabbed by a figure unknown. And when we ended up, we finished with Oak, Lucy, and Darlene in the boiler room with Darlene bleeding pretty badly from the stomach. And that's where we will resume.
That's exciting.
Well, this ain't great.
I didn't like that.
I think. Oh, yeah, that really hurts. Oh, whew.
That ever happened before?
What harm are you at, by the way, for me?
I'm at 2 harm.
Oh, shit. Wait. Everyone just froze. Fuck.
Oh.
Uh-oh, Ty.
Why is everyone... Oh, Ty's frozen.
Ty's froze. Oh, we're
He's
good.
back.
I froze. Yeah, I froze. I'm sorry. What harm are you at?
2.
Okay, and that was after you got... I told you the harm for that thing, right? Correct?
Right. You had told me
Okay.
the harm for it.
Yeah,
I took
yeah.
2 harm.
Correct.
I am not looking great. It could be better.
I'm going to say... Has that ever happened before?
Well... Not so much, no.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever been hurt while scrying in this manner. While using my blood seeing.
To refresh your memory once more, the first time you used blood saying was like 2 days ago. This was the spell you first pioneered in the basement.
Right. Okay.
With the blood golem. So this is very recent that you've started doing this.
This is so new to me. I don't know if that's normal or not.
Oh.
But it's the first time I've been hurt doing it.
Did you get a good lead?
I sure did. I'd be able to find the cabin now, or no?
You think you have an idea where it is? I mean, you haven't explored the woods much, but you have... I think you got a pretty good idea of where it is.
Well, I can hear the music now.
I refreshed it, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, man. I'm real funny.
I can't hear it and I feel so left out.
Check your volume mixer, because that off sometimes is what it did for me.
Do you want to go back to the bed and breakfast and rest first? You look pretty fucked up.
I mean,
And it is
before
very
we
late at
actually
night as
go anywhere, we probably should.
Yeah, it's I believe fairly late now. It is the nighttime. All right, so you guys are heading back to Wake and Bake.
Apparently.
Right, maybe Raphael can fix me up, or I can patch myself up somehow.
The last time he fixed me up, I think he got hurt himself.
Oh, that's right.
Like he didn't bleed, but he had scars.
That is quite strange. I wonder
Yeah.
if that happens to him every time.
I don't know.
As you guys are making your way out of are you doing anything about the bodies with that you just dipped your hands in, or just kind of leaving them there?
Listen, we really should do some sort of calling this in or reporting to somebody, because I have contaminated this crime scene and they will come looking for me eventually.
Oh. We could probably find some... You know, I saw on this show once, someone who was causing a lot of trouble summoned a demon that ate her victims to solve all of her problems. Maybe we could try, like, summoning a corpse-eating demon.
I mean, that really wouldn't give the families much of any closure.
Oh, right. It's just something I saw once. I've always wanted to try it.
I mean, as long as that demon don't come for us and we can dispatch of it easily.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of VIPs.
Yeah, the last time I summoned something, it didn't go very well. So maybe we'll just do this the old-fashioned way.
You guys make your way out of this the very warm boiler room. Stench of slightly not rotted flesh, but of death still lingering as you open the door. And you make your way upstairs. As you guys kind of exit, Lucy says, "I'm feeling okay, so I'm gonna check something out."
Oh, you're here.
Yeah. Whole time.
Gotcha. Well, see you later, Lucy. Wait,
Yeah.
why are you leaving?
I got something to check out.
Oh, are you sure? We're about to go back to the bed and breakfast.
Well, I was thinking about that body I left in the church, and I'm thinking maybe I could do a better job.
Oh, that's pretty good. But I think you should maybe stick around, maybe chat some more.
Nah, I think I'm all right.
All right.
And she walks off.
She just floats away.
Moonwalks away.
That's right.
Who is calling the police, and what are you doing about it? Or are you going to wait till you're gone?
Sugar, I just put my hand into the throats of some people, and I was just wondering if you could come by.
I got a
Don't you worry
money.
about it none. Don't you worry about it none, Sugar.
You guys are on the streets of Hushed Hallows. The carnival is still going on. It's, kind of dying down. It's pretty late at night, like 11:30, 12. But there's a concert still going. People are still you see people milling about. As you emerge, you have blood you're wrist deep, just blood soaking your hands. And now on your torso, too.
I am bleeding. So I need to find a place to wash up. What's our plan here?
Well, we're gonna get you healed up, and then we'll probably go to the cabin and see what's there. If the monster's there, fuck it up, I guess.
Right. And you know what? That old Nan. What was her name?
The granny?
Miss Fat Slabs. The
Granny.
granny.
Her
Granny.
name. Her name was
Her
Miss
name
Fat
is
Slabs.
Miss Fat Slabs. Because her store is called Fat Slabs, right?
It's I can look it up. It's something fat. There's
Something
a title
ridiculous
before it.
like
It's something fat. Nana. It's Nana's.
Nana's Fat Slabs.
Correct. It was not Granny.
Literally Nana's Fat Slabs.
Correct.
Like,
Yep,
come on.
Nana's Flat Slabs. That's it.
Jesus. All right. We can see what she has to say about involving the police. She was looking for one of these. What were the ages of these corpses that we found?
They seem to be like early 20s, like 21, 22, from what you can tell.
And did we ascertain whether or not one of them was like the missing boy that she was worried about?
No, that was the hunt before this. That was a younger boy. Like it seemed to be like he was young.
Right. Okay.
So are you guys going to the Wake and Bake, or are you going to Nana's Fat Slabs, how are you calling the police?
Do we have Nana's number?
I would assume so. I'm sure you guys exchange numbers at some point.
I'll call Nana and ask her to meet us at the bed and breakfast, and we can ask her how she used to go about these things in this town.
Okay. She
She might
agrees.
know better if the sheriff would be, reasonable to involve or not.
Okay. She agrees to meet you guys. You make your way back. Are you trying to how are you making your way back with?
Making my way on back to the B&B with blood on me.
Yeah. How are you trying to make your way back with in your current visage?
So I would try to. So this place that we were at in the boiler room, was there like a functional sink or something?
Yeah.
I guess what I'd try to do is, I just look like my stomach's been slashed open, right?
Yeah, your stomach's been slashed open. It's a fairly deep cut, and your arms are just chock full of blood.
And that blood ain't mine.
No.
I'll try to wash that off of my arms.
Okay. You do without any. Actually, I want you to roll an act under pressure as you're trying to do this.
Oh, fuck. Good luck. God bless.
Bless your cool.
Hey, the last thing that I did, right, was magic.
Sure was.
So I get a +1 to that then. So that would be a total of 7.
That is a mixed success. Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens here is the worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. I'm gonna say the worst outcome is like you definitely you clean the blood off your hands without much of an issue, but because you're trying to hurry and this is kind of a slightly stressful situation, you're still bleeding. Is that your dress is now it's red, but it's also like there are definite stains on it.
Yeah. That's gonna be a tough one to get out. Well,
but yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I guess we are going to try to go.
I mean, it's dark out. No one will notice.
One would hope.
Okay, you now slightly cleaned up, still stained, and like I'm assuming probably clutching your stomach to some extent to maybe hide it. You make your way through the streets. There's still music playing. There's still people milling about, but without much of an issue, you make your way back to the Wake and Bake. As you make your way inside, you don't see Brogy there. It is closed down, but what you do see are 2 people. Alex, please describe yourself and your character.
Sorry, I just got tangled. I got excited. You see a woman. She's tall, and you can tell she's tall because even sitting down, she's about 5'10", just a little bit taller for a woman. But probably what catches you is the fact is that she's not a petite person. She looks like she's built like a slightly smaller Ronda Rousey. She's by no means not built. She has long, dirty blonde hair that is French braided down, wearing a leather jacket, and that's her.
And next to you see a man who is a little bit taller, not a ton, but maybe like 5'11", maybe just 6 foot even. He seems to be fairly well built. He's got shoulder length black hair, almost a slightly tanned skin. He's wearing a fairly tight t-shirt, black, and then just blue jeans.
Hot.
There's 2 of them. Well, that's great. I'm gonna walk up to my room.
This is
fair.
Isabeau, this is the first. You guys made your way into town pretty late. This is the first person you've seen inside of this bed and breakfast.
Do I get a sense that maybe they have been dealing with some weird shit?
Okay.
I am about a bit above average height, and I have this strawberry blonde hair. I am done up pretty nicely. I always, put my best foot forward, and I am wearing this lovely red dress that has an even darker red shade and some tears across the stomach area, and I am bleeding.
And I'm bleeding from the torso.
Is this something that Isabeau, as a paramedic, might want to assist with?
Sure. And you can describe yourself as well, Oak, because you didn't have the chance. So describe yourself for Isabeau.
I'm like, I can't remember how tall Oak is. He's like medium height. He's really scrawny, and he's a grungy redhead, not unlike myself. And he just looks like he has a despondent, depressed look.
Life of the party. I love it.
Yeah. He's unhappy that there are more guests in this damn place.
If I see Darlene, or I would probably want to assist them. You look like
there, sugar.
Oh, okay. Well, bless your heart. You look like you're hurt. I have a specific set of skills. Do you want me to look at that? My name is Isabeau. This is Cal.
Hey.
Oh God.
I can.
I mean, it's not going to get much better just standing there, honey.
No, I mean, you're not wrong. Sure. Let's find some place for me to sit down, I think.
I mean, is this place pretty much emptied?
It's the Wake and Bake. You walk in. It seems like there's a nice kind of living room type setting. There's a nice couch, a couple chairs, and a coffee table, which leads right into there's a kitchen that's fairly open with a nice dining table, and then stairs leading upward.
Is there like a bathroom or a place that I could probably take her for a little privacy so that nobody's just looking at her?
Yeah, you can take her to the bathroom.
Okay. I assume I have some form of first aid kit on me at all times because of me.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll introduce myself. Hi, I'm Isabeau. Before I take you into a strange back room, you might as well know who I am. I already introduced myself. I'm sorry. It's very late, and I've had a few drinks, but
Oh, that's all right, sugar, as long as you can see straight enough to do something about this gaping wound on my torso.
Well, considering
my name is Darlene.
Darlene, considering its size, I don't think it's going to be that difficult for me to see. Let's go this way, and I'll lead her into the bathroom and do my best to triage her wounds.
I want you to act under pressure.
Okay. 6.
Oh no!
Are you gonna try to help out at all, Darlene? Or are you just gonna throw yourself in her capable hands?
Am I able to help in any way?
Yeah. You could. I mean, you could.
I'll try to help.
Sure. Roll plus cool.
Me?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So this is a help out roll. I will explain to Alex because she did not have this in her one shot. A help out roll is you're rolling to help another hunter. You can grant, if you succeed, you can grant her a +1, which will turn into a mixed success instead of a flat out failure.
I'm gonna take
2.
that. Shit.
That's real bad.
I'm gonna mark experience real quick.
You do both get to mark experience. That's the good news.
Wow, you're just fucking it up in there.
It's late. I'm tired. Maybe a little drunk.
Isabeau walks out and just.
She's drunk. She's drunk performing trauma surgery on you. Her scalpel's like this. She's letting me just.
Listen, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I think you're making it worse.
You're like she's trying to stitch her up or like, and it's just you're drunk, you're shaky. Unfortunately, you take 2 more harm, darling. from the double failure, you're now unstable.
Can I call Callan to cauterize it?
Fuck!
Yeah, what are you gonna say?
Cal, I fucked up. Cal, I need you to cauterize a wound. I know you know how to do it. You've done it on me many a time.
Yeah, but this is
wash your cotton socks because I am. I'm like 1 more of these away from being in very serious trouble.
Cal, I don't want to hear the shit right now.
Yeah, but I do want to talk to her before I just leave a huge burn scar over her torso.
I don't think we're at a point.
Raphael already.
I don't think we're at that point.
All right.
I just want to pop in and be like, yeah, I'm not sure you should have started at the neck. With the scalpel.
There wasn't even a scalpel in use. It's like, I just couldn't thread a needle is essentially what's happening. So
I'm gonna go see if
in this bathroom.
I'm gonna go see if Raphael's around.
Okay, you run upstairs. Cal is holding his hands over like your now open wound, which has gotten wider. He's like, Are you super sure about this? I mean, I can cauterize it if you want.
Why don't you just wait there just a second?
All right.
I guess we'll call it Plan B, Cal. Sorry, I panicked.
Plans at this point, I think it's a Plan C, but yeah, all right.
Shut up.
You go to Raphael's room and knock on the door.
My howls of pain sound very odd.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this because the music just kicked in and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I'm like, I knock very quietly, but then I'm just like, Raphael!
He opens the door. He, once again, is a kind of a fairly muscular man wearing a white tank top. he has he's no longer wearing his hat, and he's just wearing a pair of kind of black boxers. What do you want, Oak? Powerful late, and I'm tired. I'm not feeling good.
Could you put some pants on?
Or not.
All right. Goes and grabs his jeans off the chair and slides them on.
Darlene is like really injured downstairs. Could you heal her? I'm sorry to ask you. I know it takes a toll.
I mean, I will try my best. It did not go great last time, but I have high hopes. He looks nervous.
Is it magic? Maybe I could help you.
I mean, it's some sort of magic, but it's not something I have. You can certainly try. He walks downstairs, kind of holds his arm, where the shat. He healed someone else too. That was you. The shards of glass or the shards of mirror were from you. Holds his arm for a second. He also does have a scar on his torso. But he walks downstairs and sees the two newcomers. Also sees Darlene just bleeding. The bathroom is just red with blood.
Accurate.
I'm sitting there with a thread and needle I couldn't get together. It's been a day.
I'm Raphael. Please move aside. And he takes a sign, kneels down in the blood, and places his hands over your wound. Good luck, Darlene.
Yep.
Here we go.
Here we go indeed.
We have a plan C.
Are you going to try to help Oak? He's doing it. He looks tired. Are you going to try to help him?
Yes. What do I roll for help?
Plus cool.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Are you not very?
No, I actually have a +1. I'm just not charming. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a -1 to my cool.
Mixed success.
Okay, so on a mixed success, your help does grant them a +1, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger. What this looks like, but that did bump him up to a 10 instead of the 9.
Oh, thank God.
So he heals. You heal 2, and you're stabilized. Bless you.
Sorry, I tried to mute and I couldn't get to it, so
Okay.
I tried to keep my mouth as shut as possible. That only made me sound like a weird elephant.
We're doing great, guys.
You see
We're
Oak.
great.
Oak places his hands. How do you help him? You see, he places his hands over the wounds. His hands begin to glow that kind of like neonish blue, and you feel your wounds beginning to close up. Oak, you also see him he's stressing, and like you can see him getting tired, and like you kind of see he's starting to double over in pain. How are you helping?
I am going to put my hand on his shoulder and kind of stand close to him. Because Oak, just so everyone understands, Oak feels very terrible that this man is carrying scars because of Oak's wounds. And I'm just going to channel a little bit of magic on his body. What I'm going to do is I'm going to conjure a cool breeze over his back.
He he kind of bucks back up when you do that. And you are healed. You are healed 2, and you are stable now. With that entire success.
So I'm back where I started.
You're back where you started from. And
Great.
to help out, once again you got a 7, so that is a mixed success for Oak. Oak, what happens is as you're doing this, you do it, you get a little tired, and some of the you're kind of
Lay it on me. Lay it on me. Don't be shy.
You 2 things happen. 1, you feel the tattoo just grow just a tiny bit more, just a sliver more. Also, you kind of slip a little bit, and you get a little blood in your mouth as it splashes up from this now completely blood-soaked floor.
How did I lose that much blood?
Well, it got all. You were bleeding heavily, and then she messed up a lot. There's a lot of blood. You feel better now. But there was a lot of blood.
She probably ruptured a vessel or something. Wow. I
think I poked something wrong. I'm so sorry. It's been a little bit. I'm a little out of
Bless
practice.
your heart, you tried.
I promise. I was a good medic at one point.
That was years ago. Cal.
Shh. Fuck you, Cal.
So no burning? We're good on the burning? I don't need to...
I mean,
I'm just gonna let this heal up overnight at this point, I think.
you're gonna have a cool scar regardless. But I mean, no, Cal, let's not burn our new friend. I don't know. These new people, I don't know. That looks pretty gnarly. What happened? You already know I was about to use a person to cauterize something, so this might be our wheelhouse.
What do you mean you were going to use a person to cauterize a wound?
Cal gives a half smile and he lifts out his hand and a small flame appears.
And also, and his smile's a little different.
Oh.
Yeah, as he smiles, like he smiles and he smiles wider, and you see his canines are elongated on the top and bottom. He's got very sharp, long teeth.
I just figured he had like a cauterizing knife with him.
You know, Cal, I gotta remember this shit. There are things out in the world that actually cauterize instead of people, but I've been with you for far too long.
I don't know if this was in your training. I think there are other steps before cauterization. I think hospitals, sewing not drunk. I think Band-Aids. There's like a list.
Well, maybe you should have remembered that the last time you cauterized me.
Yeah, all right. It was first time. It's a while ago.
Is this like a fetish thing?
This is not a fetish thing.
Okay.
It's not only a fetish thing.
Okay.
Right. Okay, then.
Tangled. This is the best day. I love this.
Yeah, there's some spiders in here. The web. You walked into one, it looks like.
Gnarly
No. Yes.
Raphael just goes,
Right.
I need to sleep. He like stumbles up the stairs, knees covered in blood.
Thank you so much, Sugar. Is there anything I can do for you?
I would love a Dutch one of those Dutch babies in the morning that Brogy makes. Just full up.
I'll, write a note to Brogy on his table in my blood and ask for one.
That seems like a bad play. I would recommend
It's a
against
joke.
it.
That's not a thing I'm going to do.
I'm sorry, it's 1 a.m. and I just use powerful magic. I'm going to bed. And he stumbles upstairs.
Thanks, Sugar. Sweet dreams. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
And the 4 of you are now left in this blood-soaked bathroom.
I feel like I should find a mop. Or is this... I have not stayed here. Is this something normal for this establishment? Or, like, should I probably clean it?
Oh, right, about that. Is there a way I can, like, telekinesis this blood up
You
somewhere?
could absolutely try. You roll plus weird.
Oh no. Are you open to magical backlash when you do that?
Who knows?
Yeah, always. There's always a backlash.
It's okay. I rolled really high. Plus my weird. Yep. 10.
10, good. Okay. Give me one. I haven't played with your stacks in a while. Give me 1 second. I think that's just for your... Yeah, I think it's decide after. Roads, cost, yes, temptation. Good. So what happens is you hold out your hands and all the blood just lifts off the ground. And you're now holding there's just a bit, like, all of the blood that was in you and just spilled out on the floor is just kind of floating in a big blood orb.
Well, that's fun. Don't know how I feel about floating blood. Where is it gonna go?
Into the sink.
Oh, is it gonna splatter in the sink? Or is it gonna be like nice? I guess we'll find out.
The goal is for it to not splatter. I am a neat person by nature. Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's quite loud.
Sorry.
That was fun.
It's okay.
My roll 20 is being real fun.
Ooh, saucy.
Okay.
I will
okay.
take a step back.
All right, and you funnel, without any issue, you funnel the blood in using your telekinesis, just right down the drain.
That's
It looks
right.
cool. It looks like a little blood tornado. Like, you know how you shake those things up, like where it's 2 liters and it makes like a tornado. It's like that, but with blood going right down the drain.
Pretty cool.
Did you perchance want to talk about this gnarly shit over a drink?
Haven't you had enough?
Thank you. I was going to say that.
I mean, you drink, I'll listen.
I am not drinking. You saw all the blood I just lost.
I don't like to drink.
God, you guys are a lively crew.
Alive is how I'd like to stay.
And alive you are. Very sorry I poked the wrong thing.
So since we've gotten off to this foot where I've let you poke your fingers around inside me and made it worse, why don't you tell us who y'all are and what you're really doing here?
I mean, we're just passing through, just following a scent, just trying to find a way to get Cal back home. It is a long
story. Long story short, I am trying to get back home. This place seemed, we kind of found our way here, as we found our way a couple places. Followed my nose.
Literally, you followed his nose.
Literally, yeah, like literally.
Are you two like a couple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where are you from? What was your name? Cal, sorry. Cal, where are you from?
Not around here. Pretty far away.
What does that mean? Like California?
We all seem weird. Different dimension.
Oh.
Different plane.
Which one?
Buffalo.
Do you know different planes?
I'm familiar with them.
I'm from a space in between. I make sure things stay on their appropriate sides. I was trying to get something back to its side from this one, and I got stuck here.
I saved his life.
She saved my life.
Do you want me to banish him?
Like home?
I mean, I could try.
That's not promising.
Yeah, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that.
Oh, do you not know if you feel comfortable with that after you've literally poked around inside of my wounds?
Listen, you're still alive. You're talking about possibly banishing to maybe their home my, for lack of a better word, boyfriend. And I don't know exactly how I feel about that.
They don't have a label.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
They're also in that uncomfortable phase where, like, they care enough about the fact that they don't have a label that it's awkward.
And I guess it would be like a long-distance relationship if I banished him.
It would be a non-existent relationship, I feel, if you banished him.
I mean, I could try to come. I was able to go back and forth for a while.
Are you really trying to help him go back then, Sugar? Because it sounds like not have all that much incentive to be
When did
sending
this
him
become
home.
couples counseling? What the actual fuck?
Well, look, I have nowhere else to go right now while I am resting up, so you might as well entertain me.
Yeah.
Entertain,
Maybe to sleep. Might be
like sleep maybe? We can talk about spooky shit in the morning. We're going to talk about my relationship status and its pending locations. I don't understand.
As you guys continue this conversation, you hear the door open.
Thank Christ.
To the wake and bake, and you see a woman. She's got curly, gray hair, kind of a average figure, and she kind of says, "Hello, hello, is anyone, Darlene? Oh,
In here, hi, Nana.
Oh, it's Nana. I stopped the spell I was preparing.
That's a voice.
She walks up, and you see her. She said, "Describe. Oh, you made some new friends, have you?"
Well, friends is yet to be determined, but don't seem to be exactly leaping straight to being murderers, so...
I'll just like...
Hello, Nana. Pleasure to meet you.
Isabeau. Calorie.
Just Cal, please, just Cal.
You know, I was trying to... Fucking Cal was trying to be like... Whatever. All right.
Like Calorie?
No, Kallery.
Calories
Like
are...
gallery, but like cal.
Oh, calories are units of heat. That's why I
Really
asked.
must be from California.
Yeah.
Except with a K. It's fine.
Right. Like
And-
where they would actually spell it with a K.
That's fair. You know, that's fair.
Oak writes down Calorie.
And she says, "All right, what you call it's awful late. I had to put on actual clothes. What do you need help with?"
Please tell me it's a movie.
Well, as you can see by this gaping
Yes.
wound on my torso, we ran into a little bit of a something or other. But I had a question for you about how you involve local law enforcement when you're dealing with, the paranormal.
Well, I try not to. We try to take care of this on the the DL, so they don't know.
But what do you do about black bodies that get left behind?
Why? Why do you ask?
Because something's been on some sort of murdering spree, and as I say it, I just look towards Cal, and I see if I can get any sort of read on how he reacts.
Sure. Roll a. Let's do an act under. I mean, the rest of them, read a bad situation, investigate a mystery wouldn't really apply. I don't think here.
Can I charm the truth out of him?
You could try to. If you want to do something where you're manipulating someone, like to try to get a rise out of him, I'd say that's valid.
All right. So the last thing I did was magic.
Correct.
So my total comes to 12.
It's very good. So on a 12, normally they would do, they do it for the reason you gave him, but I'm gonna say for this one, he kind of looks at you and then kind of looks back, just kind of confused about the interaction.
He just looks confused, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, bodies. So there are bodies somewhere.
Oh my god.
That's right.
Yes, and she plunged her hands into their throats.
Well, look, I had to try to see what it was that had done, made those bodies dead.
Yeah.
I think there were probably maybe other steps before examining
No, there weren't, Nana.
You think that there were steps that were faster than the ones that I took, then I would be
it. I don't know.
glad
Maybe.
to hear them.
We try to avoid contaminating crime scenes. That's,
Well, I try to avoid being lost at a dead end, so
Magic has a price, and she had to pay it.
that's right.
All right, I think we could call law enforcement. Here are the options. I'll lay them out for you. We can call law enforcement. You are strangers in town, and you probably left behind some DNA. That's an option. We can try to decontaminate in some way. Not my favorite, but an option. Option C is we just try to get rid of the whole business.
Wait, Darlene, you're not you don't have a record somewhere, do you?
Not that I'm aware of.
Then they're not going to have anything to cross-reference your DNA to. You're not going to be found.
Could always burn it.
That doesn't mean I want to take chances.
I think we should have just summoned the corpse-eating demon.
Did you have a way to do that?
I could figure it out.
If you want to try, absolutely. You want to get rid of those bodies fast, and you got a plan. Those are the three options I see working. You get rid of the bodies entirely, you decontaminate, or you just hope for the best.
Could burn it.
How would one go about the whole decontamination process?
I'd probably dump a bunch of bleach on them.
Or you can burn it.
You could burn it. That falls under the getting rid of category, I think. But
Have you ever been on the family end of a mysterious disappearance or death or something, some such like that?
I've been.
I'm asking just the group.
Oh, I've been through many disappearances, but I was aware of all of them.
Right, you were aware. What would you prefer if you were not in the know?
I'd say my vote, keep the bodies around. Maybe just try to tamper with the crime scene a little bit. Throw some bleach on it. Hope for the best. Or use some magic to try to mask what happened. That's what I would recommend.
Well, that seems like what we should be doing next then. Dealing with the bodies in some way.
Did you get... You talked about putting your hands into something. Did you get, like, any sense off of that? Or was that, like, just an unfortunate circumstance that didn't unfortunately work?
Oh no, it definitely worked. It's how I got this injury.
So...
whatever killed those things has attacked me.
So is it invisible? Visible?
What do I recall?
Recall that it wasn't... You don't think... Nothing would lead you to believe it was invisible. You didn't get a good sight of it because... I don't think you did. Because it happened so fast. I think you saw a bigger figure, and then you just got stabbed in the stomach. You couldn't really make out exactly the features. It seemed humanoid, it seemed large, and then that was it before you got pulled out.
And it was dark and there was mist, right?
It was dark, there was mist, it was in the forest, and you saw a cabin.
Question.
I just relay most of that.
Is there something... would I be able to get a read off of Darlene?
You could certainly try. Roll your...
My weird?
Yeah, it's a specific move that I will look up.
Yeah, it was spirit touched, I think.
Yeah, spirit touched, correct.
9.
9, so that's a mixed success. Okay, you have a choice on a 7 to 9. Either you can sense what's happening fully, but you'll be noticed too, or you can only sense impressions.
For now, just because... Yeah, for now, I won't risk being fully noticed. I'll see if I can get an impression off of it.
Okay. So what you guys all see is you see this woman you've just met. Her eyes begin to glow kind of an orangish gold. And they're pretty bright. And it almost seems to, like, swirl a little bit as she zones out. And what you see, Isabeau, is you see you only get impressions, but you see the outline in red of something that's maybe it's taller than, out of this whole group, the tallest is probably Cal. Seems maybe 2 feet taller than Cal. It's humanoid. And you see what seems to be very sharp claws coming off its arms. But you can't really make out anything else other than that.
Okay.
You see the faint outline kind of almost where Darlene was, but as soon as this vision ends, everything's back to normal.
And it's not something that Cal and I have had any type of run-in with?
No,
any
this
chance?
is nothing you guys have seen before in your 2 years.
Okay. Well, that's not a great looking thing. That is...
Oh, did you use, like, some kind of surveillance?
I have this thing, I've had it since Cal and I met, where sometimes I can just see, especially if it's something that's, I guess for lack of a better word, supernatural, something that's left some kind of impression or energy, helps me see things that maybe are easily hidden. I didn't know if it was going to do anything. I apologize for not asking beforehand, Darlene, but I just got an impression. I felt like if I went a little deeper, it might have been bad, and you seem pretty damaged. I didn't want to bring anything, but this thing seems pretty big. It's pretty tall, humanoid, really fucking sharp claws, but that's kind of what we already knew. Sorry I didn't glean any more of that. I didn't want to put us in danger just quite yet.
Right. Thank you, Manapod Studios, for the raid.
Hey.
Thank you. Huh. All right. Well,
Is this something we need to go and clean tonight? Or is it something you
No.
can sleep on?
I don't feel good about going anywhere. The sooner it gets dealt with, the better, but I am not leaving. I need to rest up.
Yeah, you guys would remember this was in the skate world is an abandoned skating rink. It's not like anyone's going into the skate rink tomorrow and going to smell it. It is an abandoned place where this happened.
And perhaps something we should discuss in the daylight. Maybe we can try and go back, and Cal and I can try and find a track, try to find a scent. If you want our help, that is.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember your name.
That's fine. I don't remember yours either.
No one asked. I didn't get a chance to introduce myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm Cal. Cal offers his hand to you.
I'm Oak.
It's Cal.
I'm Oak.
I'm Isabel.
It's nice to meet you both.
You as well. Sleep? Seems pretty late. We just got in a little bit ago.
Yeah, we don't have like a room here though.
Fuck!
Step 1, get a room.
Get a room. Yeah.
I think I'm sleeping alone if someone wants to share.
Is it even possible to get a room? Or is this a crashing on your couch kind of thing?
Brogy's not there. I don't know. I mean, basically you're in a bed at breakfast. You guys can relay if you want how Brogy is. He's very...
I mean, if you just take some keys and pick a room and pay him, he won't mind.
That's fair. How much do you guys pay for a room?
70 a night.
Yeah, money.
Yikes.
There is no monetary system in this game, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like 75 a night. There's not a monetary system, but like it's appropriate to whatever you think you would. Like I would think you would have. Like you can't just like I'm gonna buy a Mercedes. Like, oh, did you?
I'm gonna buy a Mercedes.
I'm gonna buy a Lamborghini.
None of us are formally employed, so I don't know. We're coming up with $70 a night.
Darlene is the only one who actually has like money from anyone.
That's right.
I will do what Oak said, and I'll go behind, and I'll find a key.
You find keys to a room on the second floor, across the hallway from where Oak is sleeping. Seems fairly nice. It's kind of a rustic hippie vibe.
Smells of incense.
Yeah, it's a lot of patchouli and sandalwood.
The fucking
much
worst.
Fucking patchouli.
A lot of items made out of hemp.
Yeah, a lot of hemp stuff. There's occasionally some of the doors have all those beads hanging down.
Yep.
There's a lot of bead doors.
I'm gonna burn this place down when we leave.
There's no door to the bathroom from your
Just
room.
beads.
It's just beads.
Oh
Just
God,
beads everywhere.
the worst.
The the patchouli and the sandalwood mask the faint scent of weed.
The furniture is all inflatable and beanbags.
Beanbag chairs, yeah. Correct.
There's an ad for essential oils.
Too real. Too fucking real.
The shag carpet
Yeah.
is
It's permeable. Or not permeable. Palpable.
You see Oak has a Himalayan sea salt lamp
Yep.
that he's carrying around.
Yep.
Oh, that's
yep,
right.
They're everywhere
You are-
in this
that's-
place.
and he's carrying one,
those lamps
yeah.
are like everywhere.
There are a bunch and Oak is carrying one.
I do like this lamp.
All right. Yeah.
You guys crash for the night, and you heal one. Everyone heals one harm. Every time you sleep, you heal a
I
harm.
don't think I was harmed. Well, it's...
Can I heal your harm then for me?
Yeah, here you go.
Not so much.
It's all yours, buddy. Oh, wait, I was actually. I had a harm. I had a harm. When you harm.
When you harm.
I know he's not here, but how? Damn it, Chris. Fine. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
What are you gonna do? You type it to me.
I was gonna talk to Raphael, but he's just not here, so it doesn't.
Yeah, he's asleep. Yeah, it's probably better to play when Chris is actually
Yes.
here. Okay. Anything else anyone wants to do for the night? Other than sleep.
Fuck.
Okay, sure. You have sex. You and Cal have sex.
Do they really?
Yeah. Yep.
Is Oak watching?
Oh God! Yeah,
We're not in the same room. We got a room.
I know how
took a
to.
key.
I know how to astrally project.
All right,
Specifically
well,
for this reason.
enjoy the show.
Not
Did
really.
we burn a sheet? I don't know.
Yeah, it probably gets it catches it just for a couple seconds as you guys are doing it, and then put it out.
Oak doesn't like sex.
Hey,
Too much work.
when you sex,
When you
burn
sex.
you burn a
but
sheet.
does Oak like watching though?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. All right.
We'll figure it out.
Hey guys,
When we take
I'm
Oak
excited.
when Oak transfers into Monster Hearts, we'll all find out.
That should never happen.
Nah, it's
No,
gonna be great.
God, though.
Oak the Mortal.
Nobody wants this.
I think Oak is more like a hollowed.
It's true.
Yes, absolutely a hollow.
Not good.
You guys wake up the next morning. It is now, I believe, Sunday. It is the last day of this festival. Close a little bit earlier. Once you guys make your way downstairs,
I'll try to make sure there's those Dutch baby pancake waffle things for Raphael.
There's a table set. So the table is set with Dutch babies. There are some as well for Isabel and Cal. Actually, it's not really. There's not really places set. There's just more pancakes, just like a couple more. And the note says, "Thanks for the money. Welcome, new friends." Signed, Brogy.
100%.
And there's also once again there is a open bottle of champagne and a pitcher of one pitcher of orange juice, one pitcher of grapefruit juice.
How hungover am I? If I fucked up a so.
Yeah, probably fairly. I don't know how hungover you get, but probably a little bit.
Orange juice. Everything's cured with orange juice.
Is
And
Brody
Dutch
the
babies?
type of person that keeps Pedialyte on hand for hangovers specifically?
No, he's got his own essential oil tea.
He's
Correct.
probably
There
got
it
some
is.
sort of tea
That's
thing.
right.
Yeah, he's not a
Right.
Pedialyte guy.
He's got an herbal supplement that he's gonna give me.
Christ.
He's got there
Aileen
is
is
a
the kind of woman who keeps Pedialyte around.
there is a full. You do know there is a full stock thing of tea because Oak has used it several times.
Yeah, I like tea.
They're
Right.
just feeding me
Oh my-
echinacea.
Quit it. I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
You have to understand, I grew up with a homeopathic family. I know everything.
Yikes.
Boy,
You can
howdy.
burn it to the ground if Cal does first.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be fine. I might not be that great.
So
I'm not fireproof.
at breakfast, I'm just gonna look at Isabeau and Calorie, and I'm gonna say, so there was like smoke coming from your room last night. What was that all about?
We were fucking. I mean, I'm not gonna be shy about it. And
His mouth full of pancake. It was a sex.
Right then.
I don't like smoke.
well, we put it out as quick as we could, but distractions and it's
Yeah, you
just.
sure did. As soon as you got back to your room.
It was a long ride.
It was
all
a
right?
long ride. Both of them.
Yes, I love you so much.
I was gonna say it sounded like that second ride was pretty short.
I feel like Isabel is gonna high five Cal and just
And held his hands up.
full spark.
So we rolled into this town because our buddy Raphael's pamphlet told us to. It was magical. It's gone now. We tracked some stuff to the carnival. There was some weird stuff in the fun house part of the carnival. We fought a monster in the basement of a high school, and this student died in the water. And then last night / yesterday, we journeyed into that murder site at the skating rink and had those visions. I think that's pretty much everything.
Well, in between there was that like shadow figure thing that was coming out in mirrors.
Yeah, the funhouse mirror fun time.
Yeah.
That's kind of
It
been
was
everything.
It was the blood golem, and then it was the thing with the
Yeah.
mirrors and the shadows, and
Yeah.
then it was this now.
Yeah, and a water monster, but I think that was the blood golem all the same.
Yeah, it wasn't a water monster. It was just blood in the water.
Yeah.
She exploded an eyeball centipede one time. It was pretty great.
That was. I can't say that was like really fun though, because that fucking hurt, and I almost died.
Was it like the size of a regular centipede? Because that's not that impressive.
No, it was about 20 feet long.
Oh.
And big, and every time you hit it, it just fucked you up even more. It was not great. And I'll pull back the jacket, and I'll just show this giant fucking scar. Almost lost an arm doing it.
There's a burn scar over it.
You know, those things scar less if you take proper medical care with them, rather than just burning the shit out of the wound.
I didn't really have that much say in the matter. I was out and bleeding out. I can't really be too angry.
Cal, if I can call you Cal there, sugar.
I prefer it.
The next time you need to do something like that, you take some sort of metal implement, you heat it up, and then you press that to the skin. You can control the burn area much more significantly.
Yeah, it was kind of desperate times. I never healed a human before, but she taught me a little bit.
Keep a knife on you, and that thing will go easier.
I'll keep in mind, yeah. I mean, she taught me a little bit about sewing up, but worst case scenario, I'll just burn it shut.
What was the...
My point about burning it shut is you can heat the metal and then use the metal to burn it shut rather than just, an open flame, which is less predictable.
But more fun a little bit? I'll look into it.
I'm going to say, what was the eyeball centipede doing?
That's how Cal came over. It broke out of his plane, and he came after it. Lost the first battle.
Wasn't great.
And then I helped him with the second battle with some crazy ass shit.
So you used to be a medic like a long time ago.
Not like a whole long time ago. Like it's been...
You said years. That's a long time to me.
Like 2 years. It's not like... It's like riding a bike. I just need to be sober when riding it. You can't keep your balance when there's been whiskey involved.
You clearly have never ridden a bicycle in heels while drunk across town.
I haven't, but that sounds impressive.
Listen, I've done it a lot. Anyway... My question is more of, what is it that you do?
I mean, right now, it's one of those things where I was a medic, and then Cal came along, and with Cal came some weird shit, and more weird shit, and it then led to other things, and we've just been trying to get Cal home, and with every stop, we're just kind of... finding more shit. I mean, it's kind of one of those things where you keep your head down, you try to find his way home, and then the next thing you know, it's been a couple of years and we're still doing this.
Yeah.
Right.
I know the feeling. So you're from a plane of fire, Cal?
No, I'm not really from a plane of fire. I'm from a place in between. It's called.
Okay.
It's the name of the plane. It's just the place between. And we're able to tell when things break out one way or the other.
Okay.
And there's fire there. Okay.
I think he's fire.
I'm fire. The plane isn't fire.
Right, so when you're there, there's fire there.
Well, there's as much as there's fire here.
Right. Okay.
Wow, Cal, just be more and more cryptic. He's a hellhound.
Oh. But you don't look like a dog.
No,
I mean,
not so
those
much.
canines do lend to,
Kind of opens his mouth again. That's more of a name than it is an actual, literal thing.
Oh.
Man, I had such a good joke, and I'm gonna let it go.
I like dogs.
Was it about a particular position that the two of you enjoy?
Yeah.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
It's a good day.
So
Continue.
So anyway, we've tracked this thing to the cabin, and I guess that's our next move.
Right. We should go get to that cabin and eventually deal with them bodies.
Well, go ahead.
Go ahead. You guys are doing cabin first. That's your plan?
Whew.
Yes. Well, at least it's what I want to do.
I'm still a little hurt, but I guess we'll go. I
Okay.
don't know what else to do about it. Let's just get on.
Yeah. One harm's not terrible, and when you'll heal, you do heal over time. But
Okay.
So
Okay.
you're at 1 harm?
She's at 1 harm.
I am.
Okay.
You make your way to the woods. How are you trying to? Are you just going from memory, Darlene?
I guess. I mean, whatever I was able to remember.
Yeah. Okay. It's not instantaneous. It does take a little bit of time. Let's say you guys wake up like 10-ish. By the time you guys eventually come to where guys, it's there is this town of Hushed Hallows, and it is encircled by a woods. You kind of walk around the woods. I think it was on, I said, the right side of town, like the east side of town. You do walk around for a while, and you do eventually make your way to a clearing that looks familiar. And you see a small cabin in the distance.
Does Cal have any type of scent on anything in the area?
You're asking him? Sure. He says, I mean, this whole place smells a little weird, but yeah, let me check. Closes his eyes and takes a deep breath in, and then he says, yeah, there's something, I don't know exactly, it's not like a pinpoint thing, but something's weird around here, or was.
I could try to do my thing again, but there's a possibility that it might see me. I mean, there's a possibility that it might not, but there's always the chance. I at least wanted to voice that before trying. But unless you guys know, is this where we're trying to pick up the trail for this thing?
This is our next clue. It's where the vision led us. We have nothing else to go on.
When Nan was around, did Nana have any insights as to what the thing might have been?
She didn't know. She did not. Based on your description, she did not know what it was.
We could go research at her library, or we could just figure this shit out. So, I guess we're already in the woods, right?
Correct. And it's now, like I said, it's now closer to like 1:32.
Yeah, I mean, I can try and see if I see anything. If you think it would help.
I don't. I mean, I think you've seen everything we're gonna see. You've seen the shape of the creature. You've seen the location. Have your visions ever told you, hey, look at this really well lit thing and hear a description of its abilities? What are you hoping to look at that we don't already know? What are you hoping to find?
I was trying to see if it was hidden or any type of path to it. I mean, what I got was an impression. I'm capable of getting more. It's just sometimes it's a risk of whether I'm going to be seen.
Okay.
And I mean, push comes to shove, I could possibly be seen, and it's going to draw it to us, which might not be a terrible thing.
These things, everything that I've ever hunted only comes out when it wants to come out. When it feels like it has the opportunity for a victim. This thing is pretty cagey. I don't think it's going to come after us.
Well, it already knows my blood. I am still wounded. It might come for me.
Well, and I'll take my mace and I'll sling it over my shoulder. At least you got some more backup.
And you see she has a fairly nice, it's like a dark gray iron mace. It seems to be ornately made with a orange kind of gem in the pommel.
Buff as shit. Sorry.
I'm gonna say I really only have one thing I can do. If we're gonna approach, we're gonna approach. If you want to do a vision, I can set up a kind of containment wall I could try to anyway.
I mean,
Up
that
to
doesn't
you.
seem like a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
if anything, it's just I might not even see anything, but it's one of those things where I won't know unless I try.
This works. I'm gonna look at them. I'm gonna put my hands together and make this works most of the time. And I'm gonna conjure a wind wall.
Okay, roll a. I think it's kick some ass. For
It
that.
is kick some ass, but I use weird when I do it.
Yeah.
Doing really great. Oh, hey, 11.
That is very great. Yeah. You how are you conjuring this wind wall and like where?
Around the cabin.
Okay.
It's like I'm just like putting. I got my lamp. Yeah. By the way, it's about. You see me channel with the Himalayan salt lamp in one hand, and I make these gestures and I speak these incantations, and a blast of wind just soars around me, and then throws over to the cabin and starts to encircle the cabin.
With a fucking Himalayan salt lamp. That's impressive.
I'm gonna be like, I like lamps.
That's fair.
As you say that, you feel on your forearm the tattoo gets a little bit closer now.
Oh, fuck!
Now at about 3/4 the way at least. Maybe a hair more.
Do your thing.
So I will try and do spirit touched again.
Yeah, roll it up.
Plus my weird.
Yeah.
12.
That is very good. That is very, very good.
I rolled a 5 and a 6 plus my 1 weird.
Okay, on it's a 10 plus. You can sense them fully. So
Yes.
what you sense is give me a second. You
Give it to me, baby.
yeah, yes.
Thanks, Alexis.
What you sense is you look you kind of close your eyes for a second, you open them back up. And everyone else would see that your eyes are once again glowing orange and gold. And you look to the cabin and you don't see anything. And once again, as you're looking, the other two, Cal and Darlene and Oak, have all kind of dissipated away. And you're seeing the cabin, but you don't see anything in it. As you turn around, though, you see a faint orange glow, what seems to be kind of in the middle of town, kind of slowly moving.
Does it look like the same shape as the thing that I saw?
It's as you continue to look, you're not moving, but your vision gets closer and closer, and you see this shape. And as your vision kind of hones in on it, it gets larger and larger until it is the same size as what you saw in the bathroom last night, and it seems to be kind of following something. It's kind of moving slowly. It stops. It kind of peers its head around, and then it walks again slowly and does it again.
And it's in the center of town now.
Seems to be more in the center of town, yeah.
I'll reach out for Cal.
He grabs your hand.
And I'll pull out of it.
Yeah, open your eyes and your eyes go back to normal.
We are in the wrong place.
What do you mean?
Whatever attacked Arlene, whatever you guys might be after, it's not at the cabin. It seems to be tracking something in the center of town. And yeah, it's not here. It's 100% back the way we came. And it seems to be going after something, but I don't know what they're going after.
Huh.
I don't think they saw me, so we're safe on that aspect, but it's not here. It's there.
What if we just call Lucy, give her a heads up, maybe she could get eyes on it. And we can see if there's anything in this cabin that we can find to be at our advantage.
Yeah. I'm gonna say there's no harm in checking the cabin. I'm gonna use the wind wall to knock open the front door of the cabin and approach the cabin.
Yeah, as the wind wall kind of caves in and just bashes through, and the door is open and it's very dark inside. You're approaching?
Yeah.
I relay a message to
Yeah,
Lucy.
let's say you text Lucy. What do you say?
Yep.
Just
Just
check it out.
Yeah.
You get back you get a thumbs up emoji back.
Great.
Okay, are you all approaching with Oak?
So
I'm gonna stay where I'm at and just keep an eye on the town and on the path behind us.
Okay. Cal stays with you then. So, Darlene and Oak, you make your way. The door is open now. It seems pitch black inside. Like the sunlight, the way it hits, it doesn't illuminate much of this cabin. Are you just walking on in?
I am, yeah.
As soon as you enter, just the stench of like rancid flesh and just rotted meat hits you.
I'm getting really used to this smell. I'm gonna plug in my lamp.
Good. The Himalayan sea salt lamp illuminates this grotesque scene. There are, like I said, almost like string lights. There are just throats, just all around this not huge cabin, but there are throats. There is a small cot. There is a book that seems it's kind of looks old. It's leather and it looks very old.
I am immediately going towards that book and I'm gonna look through it.
You look through it. There are symbols and writing and drawings that you cannot understand.
This is a magic book or some shit, right? Like it's a book about magic and rituals. That's what I'm guessing. When I thumb through it, is that the vibe I'm getting?
That's probably, yeah, that's what you would assume.
I'm like,
you've seen, actually, that's Oak. That is that is kind of your wheelhouse. Is you learn like symbology through images. Some of them seem vaguely familiar. Some of them seem very unfamiliar.
Correct. I had a crash course in that, you might say.
Yeah.
I'm not bitter or anything. Anyway, I'm gonna thumb through it, and sorry, did you say, so how many dead bodies are there?
There aren't any bodies in this room. There are a bunch of throats hanging from string lights.
Like just
just right here, yeah, just this, just the vocal cords, the esophagus. There are about, from what you can see, there are about maybe 16.
Oh, but I'm gonna look back to them and say, if there's a book, I think someone might have summoned this. We should find out who owns this cabin. Can I rummage through this place to find like bills identifying letters?
So let's do. I'll let you guys either read a bad situation or investigate a mystery. Investigate a mystery is probably more apt for what's going on here.
That's sharp, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do investigate a mystery.
Yeah, roll plus your sharp.
Can I add a +1 forward for no reason whatsoever?
Nope, that's like how that works.
Because I'm afraid. Is there a move whenever your DM gives you the creeps, you can add +1?
Yeah. There's a playbook for that.
4. Fuck!
You get a 4?
Yes!
Oh no.
That's not well, Mark
experience.
Hey! I'm so close to leveling, y'all.
Same here. I just need one more.
Okay, so here's...
Oh, shit. What are the consequences of failing investigate a mystery?
So, failing investigate a mystery, a miss is you reveal information to a monster or to a person. So, what happens is you... Yeah. Okay. What happens is a couple things. You're looking around trying to investigate this book, kind of tucked under your arm. It slips for a second. You reach out to grab it. You get a terrible paper cut on your finger. Your blood falls onto the floor and inside the book.
But
as you look at the book, the stain is gone. You clearly see the blood fall, but a second later, the blood is gone.
The blood fell from where?
From my finger to the book. It's got me.
Some of the book is some of his blood is on the floor, and some of his blood was in the book, but that blood is now just gone.
Oh shit! I'm gonna suck my finger.
Hang on.
Swiggity swooty, it's coming for that booty.
All right. I don't know if this is gonna work, but can I try, now that there's his blood in that book, can I try some blood scrying, some blood seeing.
No.
His blood is no longer in the book. When he bled on it, it left. There is a tiny spill of, like, I mean, just paper cut. There's a drip of his blood on the floor. Whatever he bled into the book is now gone. So if you want a blood scry, you can, but you have to use...
That blood went somewhere.
You can absolutely try to do blood scrying. That's absolutely an option.
All I'm picturing is the diary from Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, fuck, man.
Did you make this a rote or not? Your blood scrying. I don't remember if you actually made that as your upgrade or not.
When I upgraded, no, I did I bumped my charm.
It's fine. Okay, so you still need to inflict 1 harm on someone or a willing participant to make sure this works. Who are you inflicting this on for this?
Hey, Isabel.
I'm not even in the room.
You can yell outside if you want.
I'm yelling. I'm peeking my head out. Hey, Isabel.
Yeah?
Feel like you owe me one after last night.
I don't like the sound of that. Yeah. This is gonna hurt, isn't it?
It is. Give me your arm, please.
She's a sanguine specialized practitioner of the magical arts, if you catch my drift.
That's right.
Oh, God, really, sanguine?
Yeah.
And
Pull out a dagger, and I get ready to. I say, would you like your non-label man meat to cauterize this for you first?
You haven't even stabbed me yet. Are you stabbing me? Is that what's going on? I'll just give my hand. I'll give my left hand, my non-dominant hand.
Just asking if you'd like the knife cauterized first. Not cauterized.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, cauterized is the wrong word.
You want to sterilize it.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Like
I'm so eloquent.
Like
I'm so eloquent.
Like a hot knife through butter.
Listen, I am the most eloquent person you'll ever meet. Okay.
Does this mean we're friends?
Sterilized.
Sure. Cal.
Yeah. Cal just holds out his hand and there's a flame that appears.
All right. I rolled a total of 11.
Yes.
And I take this knife and I start carving runes into your hand or arm, whatever you prefer.
This fucking sucks. Why did they let you do this?
You now have 1 extra harm.
She's a
because
blood
I
witch.
always get results.
Oh, God. 1 harm? I'm taking 1 harm.
You're taking 1 harm.
Yeah.
And the blood pool. So you're okay. Her blood. You now have a little bit of her blood. You're holding the book with the other hand. Is that the plan that you have?
I'm trying to scry on his blood.
Okay, so you're using the book and her as a kind of a thing. Okay. Yeah. Give me a second.
Book is the focus. The blood is the fuel.
She literally just used me as a supply shop.
And listen, if you're gonna hang out with us, it's gonna keep happening.
Can we at least say that we're even at this point?
I think you are
Almost.
one more.
Almost? You just
more.
fucking runes into me.
Listen, that's nothing compared to like the artery you nicked.
That's true.
It wasn't an artery. It was just...
How much blood did you see me spilling last night versus this?
It would have slowed eventually.
I don't think it would have.
I don't think so.
She was literally unstable.
It wouldn't have. It would not.
By definition, it wouldn't have.
By definition, it would have only gotten worse over time if I had left it.
Correct. Would have killed her straight out. Okay, so you use the fuel from Isabeau's blood, and you use the book to kind of focus in on. You feel yourself. You're kind of. I don't know. Are you holding it or kind of looking at it? What are you doing with the book? Describe to me how you're using it as a focus.
Well.
Oh, you're gonna put. Sorry.
I'm trying to be very careful to keep any other blood off of this book.
Oh, no cross-contamination. Got it.
Right.
With 11, you got that.
I saw something already happened like that. But after carving those runes into her flesh, I
Best buds.
will dip just my fingertips in the blood from Oak that was on the floor.
Okay.
And just kind of hold my other hand kind of over the book.
Okay. What you see is well, your eyes go just like as you do this, you kind of close your eyes, and then as you open them, I think they're pitch white is what happens for you. That's what everyone else would see. What you would also see, Oak and Isabeau and Cal, is that as she does this, her fingers coated in blood, some of the ink from the book kind of intertwines with the blood on her fingers and is kind of reaching out to her. So this is what you guys see. I don't know how you can react however you want as you see this, or let her keep going with this.
So something is reaching out for her?
The ink on the pages of the book are reaching out to her fingertips and kind of intermingling with the blood there.
Oh, I'll look at Oak. Is this what normally happens? Or are we about all to be fucked by this book?
It usually gets pretty weird when she does her magic.
I don't know if I know any better to stop her. And honestly, I don't want whatever fucking thing she just did to my hand to go to waste.
We have to trust each other. It's the only way we're going to survive.
Sure, Himalayan lamp.
It lit up the room.
I pull out a flashlight. Me too.
Helps me with my magic. Anyway.
So, Darlene, what you see is you are now in the center of town. You see the festival going on still. It's kind of calmed down. It's the last day. It's like the Sunday of the festival. It's not as ruckus or as populated as it was on Friday or Saturday. But you find yourself behind a shadow, a kind of a shadowy creature. Same kind of description. It is hiding behind a large tree. It is now. It's not like in the. It's near the center of town, but it's still kind of hidden away, darting back and forth, and it seems to be following a man with a jean jacket, jean pants, and a tank top underneath.
Too much denim.
He has what seems to be kind of long, curly blonde hair. And he's walking, he's talking to someone, and then he kind of breaks off, kind of grabs a beer, kind of walks off, and something is trailing him.
All right. So this book is definitely connected to this entity, is what I'm gathering.
Yeah, something. Something else you notice about this as you're in this scene. After walking for a little bit, you're staying here for a little bit, kind of watching this scene unfold. What you noticed that was different from your first vision in the boiler room is that it is dead silent. You can't hear anything. You have the visuals, but you don't have any sound.
I can't hear anything through this vision, through this book.
Right now, all you know is that you had sound before, you don't currently. You're not sure about the correlation, but that's just what's happening.
All right. I'll come out of my vision.
So as you come out, and everyone else sees it, the longer she's in there, the book begins pulling her in. As you her eyes open, the ink is still trying to pull you towards the book.
Oh.
I want to kick the book away.
You do. You kick the book away, and the bond breaks between the ink and the blood.
Sorry, I saw you were coming out of it, and that thing didn't look like it was wanting to let you go very much. And I'll just be sitting there like wrapping some form of bandage around my hand and like asking Cal if he can tie it off for me.
He does.
So
that's different.
What happened?
I saw that creature. It's stalking some man. Real quick, I text Lucy the updated details that I have.
The thing is going after Billy from Stranger Things.
It was quiet for some reason this time when I saw it. I couldn't hear anything.
Do you think it's deaf?
I don't know. Maybe it radiates some aura of silence or something. But look, I don't know. But that was a thing. Maybe it has something to do with the book because I was seeing it through the book. And it came from this book. I really don't know. Oak, you weren't able to read anything on that book, right?
It definitely has to do with. I mean, I'm familiar with a few of the runes, but it's pretty esoteric. I don't have anything valuable from it. That's for sure. I have nothing to add.
And I wouldn't have been able to read anything either.
No, this is kind of beyond where your magics kind of lie.
I know that I keep suggesting this. Is this perhaps something that we should set fire to?
No.
No?
I mean, we could try, but no. I'm going to recommend a hard no. Let's just get...
I mean, for instance, if burning this book would be successful, and it is some sort of tether between this and that creature, and that tether gets broken, maybe, it could be...
Like taking the leash off the dog?
Exactly.
All right, that's fair, but at the same time, that book is fucked.
Yeah, so there is definitely something wrong with that book.
So is this place, says Cal. Do we want to burn the whole place now? I mean...
No.
I mean, not wise.
We have to find out who this cabin belongs to.
Whole forest?
Oka's going to shove the book in his messenger bag. We have to find out who the cabin belongs to and who used this book to bring this monster into this world. But for now, let's go save the man wearing too much denim.
Can I ask Cal if any of this seems at all that he's run into?
Not the whatever you're describing. No, not the creature, but people using books and magics to bring things over. Yeah, that happens more than it should.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me now. Would have surprised me a few years ago. Gosh, I feel like we're just going into this blind, but...
We have no means of gathering new information. We have exhausted literally every possible avenue that I can think of.
I'll just go like this. Ow. I'm ready.
Have we, in fact... Masking Ty at this point. Have we, in fact, seen everything there is to see here?
Everything that unless anyone else wants to try to do some sort of investigative mystery, you still could. Otherwise, that you've seen a good chunk of this.
I have a suggestion. Since I did investigative mystery and failed, could someone read a bad situation? That way, we're not just like
The problem with I'll let one more person do investigative mystery. The problem with read a bad situation is the questions aren't going to be as valuable as investigative mystery would be here. Okay. If one person wants to roll it, I'll let one more person try investigative mystery.
I'll try investigate. I have a +1 forward from just using my magic, so.
Good.
Okay. That brings me to a total of 8.
Okay, you can ask me one. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? Once again, that's never going to be an answer unless it's something you've seen before, but I can give you maybe one more clue. What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do, or what's being concealed here?
Do we want what's being concealed here, or like what can hurt this thing? Those are the two that reach out to me. Hi, pick your best.
Pick my best. Let's do
one of those two. Either what's being concealed here or what can hurt this thing, whatever you feel like is more helpful or whatever you feel more inspired to answer.
Yeah, let's do what's being Okay, let's do what's being concealed here. You find after looking a little bit further it's kind of hidden away. It's like a wooden panel because it took a long time to find. You find as you pull apart an old-fashioned record player and a couple records.
What are the records?
It's a variety. There is some Led Zeppelin. There is some kind of classical music. There is some jazz. Just a variety.
Do the vinyls look intact or like they've been doctored or
They
something?
look very worn.
All right, so there's some records here. Sound is definitely a thing at this point, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's scratching out people's throats.
I mean, why would you hide records?
Records are hidden. Those produce sound. And
Its weakness
I
is
couldn't hear
sound.
anything when I was near that thing
Its
in
we-
my vision.
Its weakness is probably sound. It probably radiates some kind of aura or its own self.
Right. That's interesting.
Sound does something. Fuck. I don't do Sonic.
Sorry,
well,
guys. I
mean,
just do fire shit.
listen, we make fire cause some amount of. We could procure some fireworks. There is a festival happening.
Oh, that is an idea.
Also, with my telekinesis, I can just maybe create some ruckus.
That would be interesting to see.
You know what?
I mean, I did watch you put blood down a sink, so
I bet.
We could get some guns.
No,
Could
I
get
don't
some-
think that's gonna work. I
haven't.
I think a lot of abominations actually are quite impervious when it comes to guns.
Right.
I have a hunch. Otherwise, they
I-
wouldn't exist in the modern world.
I have
mean,
a motorcycle.
You're not wrong, but they are loud.
I don't think modern noise. So if modern noise destroyed this thing, how would it be surviving at a festival? Why would it pick a festival, right? If clang and common ambience was enough to disrupt this creature, why would it be here? It's got to be something focused and deliberate, right? At least that's the hunch I'm going on. I wonder if I'm gonna write down what these records are.
Okay.
And I'm like, I wonder if Brogy. I hate that name. I wonder if Brogy has a Beats pill we can borrow, or if the fair has a PA system.
I have a very loud motorcycle.
Again, I don't think loud cars and loud. No. See, if a motorcycle is the trick, it literally couldn't walk down the street.
That's fair.
Yeah. It would be disrupted constantly. Maybe if we get like really close to it and you rev your engine, but I don't think that's gonna work.
Maybe it's like, yeah, maybe it's got to be a certain type of frequency, maybe higher.
Yeah.
I mean, most stuff is between a specific frequency that's everyday life, it's ambience. It's when you start to go outside of those levels, probably higher would be safer. Something that's more of a shrill.
Maybe.
What if it's literally human voices?
Wouldn't he have an issue being where he is right now?
He's tearing out, not just any human voices, but like, and not that it could instantly destroy this creature, but what if there is something about a human voice when used properly that could actually do some amount of harm?
Like opera singers shattering wine glasses?
I don't know. I just think that there's some reason that it's been tearing people's throats out. Sound seems to be a thing. And why would it go for the throats of its victims and keep them?
Do all of these throats have the vocal cords in them?
They're intact throats,
they're
right?
intact,
The whole,
correct.
So
the whole
so
larynx
vocal-
and
Correct.
pharynx.
all the way
right?
down.
Yeah.
They're all collect. Yeah, they're all whole.
Oh, well, that's disconcerting.
Unless, like, we're looking at this completely wrong and it harnesses sound in some way.
Maybe uses as a weapon. I don't know. Like, right now, this thing is following around people, and it didn't seem, at least from my standpoint, to be in any type of pain. So maybe it's looking for a specific sound, and maybe this person has a specific frequency that it needs.
Maybe it is looking for a specific sound.
But
Maybe it's the collection right now. Maybe it's trying to build the most fucked up looking orchestra we've ever seen. It's trying to make an organ out of throats.
Let's at least go. Let's do what matters here, and let's at least track down that guy and get him to safety the best we can, so he doesn't die from our deliberation.
Right. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
The four of you guys head out to just the center of town. Is that any kind of just like where you saw it last? Is that your plan?
Yeah, the direction that it was stalking or whatever. And unless Lucy has had any further information.
Lucy does not. She texted back saying I lost. I couldn't find anything. You guys make your way to the center of the town. Like I said, it seems to be like I said, it's still the same kind of site. It's dying down festival. There's still a band playing. Different one from the night before. There is, some of the stands are still up. Brogy still has his Dutch baby stand up. The carnival, the fun house is kind of starting to be taken down as the last day.
Cal, I know things smell pretty fucked up in the woods, but any chance you got anything here?
He closes his eyes and takes a sniff again and says, it's just really overwhelming. There's a lot here, not just that thing in the woods, just all of it, this whole place, this whole town.
Yeah. I mean, I got pretty lucky last time. I don't know if I really want to do it again, but I can try to look for them. There's not I can do that a lot, right? As long as I keep succeeding.
As long as you keep succeeding, you guys can also, once again, there are regular things you can do, like investigate a mystery or read a bad situation, or just try to find them using clues you have. Those are all kind of the three options, or any special abilities you have. It doesn't always have to be magic.
Got it. Well, I'm really bad at looking, but I am more than happy to try.
I will look for a man in too much denim.
That's fair.
And you're just kind of keeping your eyes out and stuff.
Yeah. I'm not.
Plan? Okay. Yeah. Let's do read a bad situation.
Is that what thing?
Sharp
is that?
plus sharp.
Thanks
plus
so
sharp.
much. Come on, level up. There it is. Yep. I advance.
What? Oak, you. So a miss on a read bad situation is once again an XP. It's also you totally misread things. What?
Oh Christ!
You get distracted. Like it is still some sort of a crowd, and you just get distracted by anyone wearing denim and anyone with curly hair, and you're just like Oak is just kind of wandering around, then see someone else, and then look. Like Oak is just like making his way through this crowd, bouncing about, just with zero success.
God damn it.
Do I see the building that I had saw? I don't feel like I have good grammar right now. Because I saw them in the center of town and they're sneaking around buildings. Do I recognize that layout anywhere?
Yeah, so I'm going to say you and Darlene probably on the way back had a kind of a more in-depth conference about what you each saw. Mm-hmm. And you would, based on Darlene's been in town a couple of days now and has been in this festival. You get the impression that what you saw was farther back than what she saw.
So it had moved.
It had moved closer to where it was moving in a direction from what you saw, and Darlene's kind of vision enforces that, where it's moving down a path, trying to follow this person.
Do I see any type of building that might be in the line of that path that perhaps a very overly clad denim person would go? Perhaps maybe the Elk Club.
The Elk Club, sure. There's there's only one bar in Hushed Hallows. It's called Wood.
That's right.
It's true.
It's a fact. But there is if this is the main street. There are shops on both sides. Yeah, let's say Wood is on that side.
I feel like a guy in all denim would be at a place called Wood.
I, oddly enough, agree with you. Is the wood nearby?
Yeah, it's Pretty
Is
close
it
by.
sticking out like a Thor thumb?
What is sticking out?
So sticking out. Do I see? I don't even know what to ask. Like, do I see anything? If I'm like,
See a bar?
I see a bar. Is there like can I see any signs, any scratches, any footprints?
Okay, so you're trying to kind of investigate it. Sure, I want to roll an investigate a mystery.
Oh, it could have been worse. So it's a 9 on the dice, -1.
Okay. Okay, you can ask me one question. What happened here? Where did it go? Or what's being concealed? Those would be the 3 things.
I feel like where did it go? Maybe, or yeah.
So you don't get So where did it go? What you talked to the bartender for a little bit. I have his voice. I don't know his name. It is the
Ralph.
Dominic. You talked to Dominic Serrano for a little bit. He relays to you that he did see a guy named Teddy who had been in there the night before, and the night before that, Friday and Saturday night. He was a member of one of the bands.
Of course he was.
The guy in all denim was a member of one of the bands?
Yeah, his name was Teddy.
Teddy.
The band was called The Hair Experience. And they had played on Saturday night. They had been they're kind of not like a local band, but they play like 80s cover music.
Is he the singer?
He is the singer.
If they don't play hair metal, then there is no reason for them to have that name.
Right.
There was big hair, and they played hair music.
They're actually just a hair musical tribute band.
They just the musical Hair. They just sing songs from that.
Hairspray, you mean?
No,
Just
Hair.
Hair.
There's a musical called Hair.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Can I just say to the bartender, Dominic, has Teddy been in around? I know that he was at the festival earlier. Just trying to track him down.
Oh yeah,
Great singing voice.
Yeah, I saw him pass. He walked by a little bit ago. He popped his head in, said hello, and kept on going. I think he was going to. He's leaving soon. I think he was checking his equipment.
His equipment.
Yeah, just making sure everything was packed up before he left. He's by the trailers by what are some of the colonies posted up.
Oh, so okay, so he's over by the. Got it. That will probably mean something to somebody. Thank you, Dominic. You have a great day. And I'll go to the Darlene. Sorry, I was like, I'm gonna go to Alexis. I'm gonna go to Darlene, and relay that information to her about the equipment and the leaving.
So, question.
Yeah.
Does Teddy sing or does he play an instrument?
Teddy is he's the lead singer, and he does, I think, a little guitar as well.
Yeah, voices. All right. So, and do we have a lead on where he would be then? Like where his equipment would be?
Yeah, he's
Wait. No, so
Because he went to go check on his equipment.
check on the equipment in the bar to be packed up, and then he's heading out of town, leaving from the economy. Is that what you said? I am deaf.
No. The band is kind of posted up where the carnies are.
Carnies. Wow.
Carnies, yeah.
All
See,
right.
the economy is a hotel, so I was like, yeah, that tracks.
So I guess we double time it in that path, heading where he was gonna head. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys book it. I want you to. Who is leading this charge?
Not me. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I just got here.
I don't know. Can I try to get Teddy's number first?
We
Real quick.
were close. We weren't that close. We didn't exchange numbers. He was nice, but
Not for booking or something.
I work at for the bar. No. We have. Wait, did you not see
Okay.
our jukebox with our EDM?
I definitely saw that. Yes.
It's not.
It's
not
just
the kind
a question. All right, let's head.
All right, who is helming this? So we're gonna do. Someone is going to do an act under pressure to try to get there quick. Who is it going?
Listen, it ain't me.
I'll do it.
Ropeless, cool.
Wait, are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm really good at this, and I've been rolling really well.
Ah!
What'd you
I
get,
mean,
Matt?
you are good at it. You just did not roll well.
I
Critically failed.
I failed.
You get a 2? Oh, Matt. We'll mark another XP. So what happens is you are overwhelmed. You try to make your way there, but there is you lead everyone in the worst possible path. Like you get lost once.
We're doing so great.
We're doing great, guys.
Once again, as you run through, you thought you saw someone that
This
was
guy
just
is
Teddy,
dead.
and
He's
you
just
take,
already dead.
You take a pause and you look at him, and then you're like, "Nah, it's not him," and you keep running towards the.
You know what?
Yeah.
I am going to use a luck to succeed.
Okay,
It's not great.
Oh,
It's not great.
Oh, no.
That's super
no.
not great.
But Oak, this is what Oak would do. I am going to, and actually, how I would like to do this, since if I'm getting lost in the crowd, I am going to use my new ability, and I'm going to, hopefully with no one watching, I am going to fly up onto a roof and get a better vantage.
That's exciting.
Okay, yeah. You fly. What move is that? What
It's
flavor is that?
from Monstrous Fly, and I'm using
Okay.
them. So basically, the idea is I'm using wind magic to fly
Okay.
up, so I could just fly now.
You fly up using your newfound powers, which feels good. And you get a clearer view of what the trailers are. As you float back down, I'm assuming, to relay the information to someone, you see the tattoo is just a hair from being complete. One flavor left.
Yep,
Almost
ignoring
touching.
that. Hopping right over it. Oak doesn't deal with his problems, he ignores them. I must say,
Same.
I did. I saw the trailer. What did I do exactly?
You got a clear path to the trailers.
It's this way. Sorry about that.
And you run there. And as you run, you run fast, and the trailers are pretty. There are some people packing up, but you see, kind of on the far end, kind of tucked away, almost at the border of where the forest begins. There's some equipment laid out, like some musical equipment, and and like a van with a powerful stallion.
Thank you. It was either that or
spray painted on.
There
panther.
it is.
And there is stripes of bright neon yellow, pink, and green that are coming, trailing behind it.
That van is such an assault to the senses, but I love it. Do we see Teddy?
You don't see Teddy. So as you guys are making your way towards this equipment, you run and you see movement coming from the forest.
Shit. Like coming towards us, or
No,
there's
just,
something
there's you see the branches and stuff moving right at the edge of the forest,
like a
right
velociraptor,
inside. Sure.
like Jurassic Park.
Like heading towards us, you said?
No,
just
just
happening.
moving.
Oh, yeah.
I'm impulsive. I'll take off that way.
As will I.
I want to use telekinesis to try to get the ignition to turn on this van.
Okay, roll telekinesis. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was weird.
Can't believe I've rolled 3 failures.
It's not great.
12.
That was my one shot today.
It was my backstory as well.
I don't see anything. Okay. You turn it on without any issue, and you feel like you close your eyes just for a second, and you turn the ignition. You feel like you actually have a very good control of not only the ignition but the steering wheel, the pedals. You feel like you're almost in the car with how much control you have.
All right. With turning the van on, am I able to crank the radio?
Sure, you can crank the radio. Yeah.
All right.
Bon Jovi.
Yes.
It's my life begins to pour out through the open windows. As
I don't want to live forever.
The worst! Oak doesn't like it.
Of course you don't. You don't like anything.
As I'm running out, just go, I love this song.
As Oak and Isabeau run towards the forest.
And if it's not too much, because I did get it 12, can I also flick on the light so they can see better?
Yeah, it's not pointed directly towards the forest. It's kind of parked this way, but it does illuminate just a little bit.
Perfect. And then I'll wait to do my other shit later.
Sure. Okay, so you guys,
Sasha, what are you doing?
You guys,
You just jumped at my chair.
I saw that.
Isabeau, as Isabeau and Oak, you guys run into this forest, just headlong, I assume, right? That's kind of the plan. Cal trailing. What you see as you make your way through the brush is you see Teddy. He's bleeding a little bit. He's been cut through. He's got a small cut through his chest. He's holding one of his arms that's bleeding pretty profusely.
He's not like holding one of his arms in the other arm, though, right?
No, it's just bleeding. It's not off. It's not off or anything yet.
Cool.
Yet.
Yet.
What you see, give me a second, is once again, it's about 7-8 feet tall. A bald creature just rippling with muscle. The skin seems to be an albino white, but like thick, almost rough leather. As it turns its head towards you, you see two pinkish red eyes staring, look almost humanish, but there are two slits for a nose and no mouth. There's just skin where a mouth would be, and it's got very like long, maybe each hand is maybe foot-long claws. 5.
Christ.
Oh, this looks fucked. Well, it looks like he's trying to find his voice. I think I just want to go and hit it.
Sure.
Good luck.
Good luck, yeah.
Yeah,
Kick some ass.
I'm gonna go try and hit it with my mace. No, I'm adding tough, right?
Yeah, tough.
6.
That's a failure. You can Oak.
Mark
do you wanna-
XP!
Unless Oak wants to try to help, make it a mixed success.
Sure. How do I help? Do I roll tough?
No, you got to roll. Help out is plus cool.
Okay. Great.
This went great the last time we did this.
I'm doing
Come
it.
on, you're due for one. Yes.
Hey, 12.
Wow!
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! That is so. You get +1. You're fine. So you how do you help out?
So describe what you're doing, and I'll describe my help.
So essentially, I was just running at it, mace out, and trying to hit it in the head.
So Oak is like running. He's pretty out of shape. He's like fuck it, and puts his hands together and he flies and he does like a missile kick to the thing. So he missile kicks it in the chest, which does almost nothing, but distracts the creature long enough for her to get a good shot in.
Yeah. And you get a good shot in, and yours is
2 harm.
2 harm magic. As your mace connects, and it connects with the flesh. What you don't hear is any sort of thud, and Oak, you don't hear anything either. You don't hear any noise as it connects with his body. It is just silent.
Okay.
That's disconcerting.
Hold on.
What is going on?
Are you saying that's Oak?
Yeah. I'll just.
So you try to say that's disconcerting, but as you open your mouth, the words form in black ink in the air, and they begin to wrap around where you just hit, creating a kind of black chitinous armor.
I can't use my magic.
You say that?
No, I don't. Oak sees this and is like, I'm going to fly away.
You see Teddy looks scared at you and like looks.
I forgot Teddy. No, what I'm going to do is I am going to shield Teddy Like, there's some kind of protect other or something ability in this
Protect
game?
someone, yeah, so roll a plus tough.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, good luck.
Whatever. Oak is secretly cares about other people. Incantations are part of my magic. I don't think I can cast spells inside this thing.
You can no. So what happens is if you have anything, you have 3 things you have to do to cast spells. You can do anything, but there's a negative consequence. It should be on your character sheet. So like,
Gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha.
It'll say.
It says it right here. I understand it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm shielding Teddy.
What'd you roll?
Hold on. 9.
Okay, a mixed success. So on a 7+, you protect them. Okay. But this thing is now looking at you. Like it now has kind of a black, kind of almost corset-looking piece over its torso after the attack from Isabeau, but is now staring at you.
Mm-hmm.
And with one eye on Isabeau. Darlene, what are you doing?
So, I have turned on this van.
Hmm?
The lights are up and the music is cranked. I would like to try to drive this van in this direction. I guess I'll try to get like, just for right now, I'll just try to get like half in the thing.
Half in the woods?
No, half into the van so I can see where the van's going.
Okay. So you're like, are you driving? You're like, how are you?
Oh, I'm driving it with my magic, but
where are you positioned in this van? Are you like standing on top of it? Or are you like
be either on top of it or in the passenger seat? For the love of God,
I'm in the passenger seat.
Okay.
Really, I'd rather you be surfing on top of it.
No, that sounds too risky.
Fucking Willow, Dark Willow, that shit on top of the van.
Yes.
Alright, fuck it, I'm on top of the thing.
Roll.
I'll hop up on top of the thing. And
where are you trying to drive it? Like into the woods, or like?
Oh yeah, towards this creature, because I want to see if the sound has an effect on it.
Yeah, roll act under pressure for this.
Fuck this.
Bon Jovi cranking, Darlene's on top of it, driving it straight at the creature.
Except for it's no longer Bon Jovi; it's Under Pressure by Queen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leveled.
No.
Okay, so what happens is you it feels really cool for a while. Like you're driving this thing with your mind as you stand on top of it. But like you're not really paying attention. You're like, it's different driving a car not when you're like in the driver's seat. You drive pretty fast and you immediately hit a tree.
No.
You are jettisoned. You take 1 harm as you are thrown.
Come on, I
car.
specifically said I was trying not to do something shitty like that.
But
here we
unfortunately, the old 6.
Damn it.
And the car is kind of now, it's smoking, but the radio's still playing, and you see the words hanging there. It's my life, which begins to wrap around his arm.
Shit!
Chitinous armor around one arm. It's now or never begins to continue to play. You can see the words begin to wrap around the other arm. And it kind of, that's what it's doing for its turn. Now it's anyone's game. But you are seeing this happen.
How close am I to this van?
She crashed pretty close. You're like 10 feet away. Pretty close.
I'm gonna run in and turn off the radio. And just like, I literally am gonna be like half in.
No, wait, why?
And
you're on the ground, by the way. You're like 10 feet from the car.
Wait, did I misunderstand? It's wrapping around this creature, right?
It's forming armor.
It's making armor.
Oh, I thought it was like binding it. Never mind.
But Darlene wouldn't know that either. So that's all canon. You wouldn't know how this was still your plan, yeah.
Fine, I will use whatever free action or whatever and yell out to Darlene and to Cal. Don't talk! Don't sing! Makes it have armor!
It still takes those words, and now it has greaves, black chitinous greaves.
I know, but it needed to be
fair though. Yeah. All right, that was your action.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else doing?
If I have Teddy at this point, I would like to... I cannot lift him. There's no chance of that. However, I would just like to drag him away. Using my newfound power of flight. Just kind of like drag him.
Okay.
I'm pulling him away from the monster.
That's not really much. I mean, that you can do that. Act under pressure.
Oh, okay. Sure, why not?
Or you can do protect someone if that's more applicable to you. You kind of already did that, so you don't have to do it again if you don't want to.
No,
I'll choose either or.
Whatever move allows me to move this person away from harm's way. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I'd say either one would. I'm going to let you.
I'm going to say act under pressure.
Okay.
11.
Yeah, without any sort of issue, you do what you set out to do. You clear Teddy, who is kind of panting heavily. But like he just kind of, and as soon as you clear the forest, his eyes roll back and he passes out.
He has 4 harm.
Yeah, he did. No, he's not dead, but he's not looking great. Darlene.
All right. Am I able to see this creature yet?
Yeah, you definitely see it. You see now it's wrapped and it looks like what you saw in your vision, except now it has black greaves, kind of a black corset and black arm kind of guards.
I mean, I love a man in a corset, but actually, no, that was Alexa speaking. I'll just turn the fucking radio off.
She already turned it off on her turn. Yeah,
it's off. Sorry.
I'm half in this window right now.
Yeah, you saw. Yeah, Isabeau, Darlene is thrown from the car level. You're about 5-10 feet away. Isabeau did yell, saying like, "Don't." Right. Yeah, did throw the message.
I would like to try to use my telekinesis to see if I can cancel out the sound waves in the air.
Okay.
It's weird and tricky, but I want to see if that's a thing I can do because it's the only thing I can think of to do.
Okay. There's not a ton of sound happening. Like you get the impression that like when you ran up, your footsteps didn't really cause any harm, and then when I don't know, I think you can get the impression like it seems to be more direct noise and words than it is actual like you falling didn't create this happening. When I mean you weren't there, but Isabeau hitting it with the mace didn't create this. It's actual words. It seems to be. But you can still try this if you want to like negate like if you want it so you can talk or Oak can talk and you try to cancel it. That's something you could try.
Would I be able to try to in some way sonically disrupt the armor, like the inverse of the words?
That's more of a use magic than it is a telekinesis, but you could try it.
Let's fucking, I don't know. Let's do that. I don't know what else to do. 8.
8 is a mix.
Oh, wait. Yeah, 8.
8 is a mixed success for use magic. So on an 7 to 9, it works imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch. I decide what effect the glitch has. So the effects, you kind of told me the effect. I kind of let this go pretty openly. It's inflict harm, enchant a weapon, do one thing that's beyond human limitation. I would say worked. Trap, or that would maybe be applicable too. But basically, you're disrupting it. The glitches are either the effect is weakened, the effect is of short duration, you take a harm, you draw immediate unwelcome attention, or there's a problematic side effect.
What were the first couple of options there?
The effect is weakened, it's of a very short duration, you take 1 harm, ignore armor, it draws immediate unwelcome. You draw immediate unwelcome attention, or there's a problematic side effect.
Short duration. I don't know. Let's go with that.
Short duration. You see, as you try to, you hold out your hands and try to, like disrupt this thing. You see the black kind of the black armor. It kind of becomes almost like a liquid. It kind of ebbs and flows for just a second. It's not gone, but it seems a little more out of whack than before.
Okay.
It's anyone's game.
Is Cal not doing anything in this game?
Oh yeah, so Cal, yeah, I haven't playing Cal. My bad.
We have an extra ally. God damn it.
Yeah, that's true. Cal, he holds out his hands like this and just kind of blasts it with fire. You see it recoil. It doesn't make any noise, but it recoils back. And the flames it doesn't catch on fire, but it seems the pure white skin is now just singed a little bit, and it's blackened in places. And it seems a little hurt from that.
Okay.
It, in response, it takes its claws and digs them into Cal, both of them.
Fuck.
For its turn. And Cal is, it has Cal, and he's bleeding a little bit.
I am going to... So in my mind, I've taken Teddy from the forest into the clearing and put him on the ground best that I could. I am going to then turn... I'm assuming now I'm away from that field of that creature where I can talk now, yeah?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so I am going to strike the ground with my hand, and I am going to cast my Earth Wall from combat magic.
Okay. To attack him, or are you using it to protect?
I'm using it to... it says add forceful and restraining to the base, so I would say I'm trying to restrain the creature is what I'm trying to do.
Got it. Roll it up.
And the wall part of it creates a barrier, so it is a barrier that between him and Cal, and it's going to restrain the creatures, I'm assuming how this works. Come on, magic, don't fail me now, you always do. Oh, hey, 13.
13's very good, so on a 13...
So this is kick some ass.
Yeah, it's kick some ass, yeah. And you don't have to do that, so that's fine. Okay. You see, it's hard, it's still, you can kind of see it from where you are. What everyone else sees is that vines and trees from the ground just begin to, just shoot out of everywhere, and it grabs its limbs, its arms, its legs, and as it pulls the arms back a little bit, the claws, just pull out of Kale, and you see just, on each arm, 5 dark, long talon marks, and as he stumbles back, bleeding.
So can I, put the creature where I want them, as in, away from Cal, basically?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my intent, to restrain and put them where I want them.
Yeah, I think that's played out.
Okay.
And you notice, as everyone else notices, as this happens, whatever effect that Darlene created, where it was more fluid, the armor is now hardened again.
Okay.
Darlene, what would you like to do?
I want to try that again.
Okay.
Create another sort of opening, weakness with it. Oh, I think I might be onto something here. And I have a +1 to it. So that brings me to a total of, how can I math? Total of 10.
10, okay. So on a 10, I think, music works without issue. Use your the magic works without issues. Choose your effect. So your effect is it seems to be disrupted even more. It's kind of the black is kind of almost dripping down a little bit. It's still on its body, but it's much more liquid, kind of like a thick molasses. It is now Isabeau's turn.
Cool.
Super vulnerable right now.
Super vulnerable. And fire hurt it?
Fire seemed to hurt it, yeah.
Can I try to do as the supernatural do? Does that involve talking?
Nope. It's not a spell.
And try to essentially do that. You know how you do that thing in soccer where you go to throw the ball and you do that front flip?
Yeah.
And try to kick it? Since that seems to be where the fire comes from, is always my feet. I want to do that.
And have the flames shoot out? Sure, roll it up.
It's plus weird?
Mm-hmm.
8.
8 is a mixed success. So what happens is you do this cool kick, and what everyone else would see is that as Isabeau is doing this, the bottoms of her pants and her whatever shoes she is wearing just burn up as flames erupt from her legs. He kicks this thing in a cool kind of arc kick. What happens because of it is a mixed success is you see the trees begin to light on fire behind it and some of the brush.
Oops. Shit. I assume that's my turn, but
It is your turn.
Is that on now?
This is a move you do every time. It's not like there's a constant. You can use it come and go as you want.
Got it.
Not
Okay.
like it stays, but yeah. And there's now a long black just singe mark across its face.
Lit.
Cal kind of, as you do it, Cal kind of immediately backs you up and follows. And he kind of jumps up and kind of drop kicks the thing with flames. And I'm actually going to
Rock kicks.
Drop kicks.
Drop kicks.
rock kicks. Rock, that's a rock back. No, it's a rock kick.
I was
Rock
like,
kicks it.
how does that look?
Looks like
It looks like. Have you seen Aerosmith? Not Aerosmith. Have you seen Van Halen? I don't know why I mixed those two up for no reason.
Cal goes to drop kick it. He like barely misses, and he adds to the fire that's spreading behind it. And a lot of the forest seems to be pretty inflamed right now.
Just a garbage couple doing garbage things.
It is its turn now. It is it looks back to you, to Isabeau, and I have not been doing that. It's okay. That's fine. It charges you with both claws and does kind of a double rake across your shoulders and chest, and you take 2 harm and are bleeding.
Yep. Cool.
And as it kind of like it rakes and then it pulls its hands back, and it looks like it's going in for your throat next. It's anyone's game.
But mine, because I already went, right?
It kind of, the way this game works is there's not initiative. It's basically everyone goes. There's another chance that everyone can go again. As long as everyone gets a turn, there's no initiative order.
How's its armor looking?
The armor still it's still liquefied. It looks like it's slowly trying to pull itself back up, but it's still, after that, that's been now 2 or 3 attacks on it, and it's still not fully formed.
I'd like to use my move, burn everything, but it doesn't burn as we've declared, and for me it's more telekinesis bullshit. I'm just gonna launch it into a tree.
Okay. Roll it up.
And try to break its back over a tree trunk or something. Maybe even one of the trees that's on fire.
You still use magic, correct?
Okay. And I had a +1 forward from the last thing, so that brings me to, I can do math, that brings me to a 9.
Okay, that's a mixed success for use magic. This is still going to be the same. Either the effect is weakened, you take 1 harm, it draws attention, or as a problematic, I'm going to say the short duration doesn't apply here. So it's either weakened, you take 1 harm, ignore armor, you get the attention, or it has a problematic side effect.
So it probably makes sense that there's attention drawn at this point because of all the fire.
Yeah, this thing, so here's what happens. So it's obvious too. That's the burn everything is 3 harm. It's not area effects. You're choosing not that one, and it's obvious. So what happens is you're closest, Isabeau. You see this creature just kind of like, as it's kind of trying to reach for your throat, it like stops. It's picked up and it's just slammed through one of the burning trees.
Yes.
And the tree falls. The tree falls, and the fire begins to spread, and it's a ton of noise.
So a tree does make noise if it falls in the forest.
Yep.
That's right, apparently. At least as long as it's on fire.
Yep. It's screaming. The trees are screaming.
It's not great.
Oak, what are you doing?
I am shouting for help, and I'm trying to drag Teddy closer to civilization.
Okay, you're yelling help to who?
I am shouting for help, not to anyone specifically,
Gotcha.
as is the kind of phrase. And I am dragging, as I'm doing that, I am going towards civilization. So therefore, that would be the direction where my shouting is occurring.
Yeah. With you shouting and everything else, you see from one of the trailers, you see from 2 of the trailers, one guy who's kind of getting rid of, like, taking off clown makeup goes, hey, what's going on?
It's way too chill for what's happening.
I'm going to shout at them, call 911.
This is the Pepsi clown that you met a couple of adventures ago. He goes, yeah, all right. And he goes to his phone. What you also see is you see a man with he's got very long hair, kind of lower, like mid back, brown, He's kind of slightly beginning to ball. He's got a widow's peak. He's wearing a seems to be like a leather vest and a Van Halen t-shirt and black leather pants. He goes, "There was Teddy, and he just runs into the forest.
Teddy's right here. I dragged Teddy right here. He's right in front of me, right in front of you,
Literally right here.
right here.
Literally right here, but you're running Teddy into the forest, like screaming into the forest.
He
right
looks,
here.
he kind of looks at you. He stumbles a little bit, and he has got a Miller Lite in one hand and a Natty Ice in the other.
Oh, yay. Everything that's bad about this.
And he goes,
Are we in Florida?
he looks down at Teddy, unconscious, and looks up to you. What'd you do to Teddy?
I'm getting him help. I didn't do shit to him.
I want you to roll and manipulate someone.
Okay.
Florida man.
Local, yeah, he is Florida. Charm, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Roll for best.
Okay, great. 8.
8, a mixed success. So a mixed success on a charm someone is they'll do it only if you do something right now to show them you mean it. He says, "If you're gonna help me carry him," and he doesn't set down. He finishes one of his beers, crushes it, and then tries to pick up Teddy under one arm and says, "Help me carry him."
Sure. I will help you carry him, even though I'm like 130 pounds.
And the two of you begin to take Teddy just away. As you begin to walk Teddy kind of to safety, you do hear sirens kind of coming in.
Once I am reasonably sure that, like, this guy's got this situation, I'm going to start heading back to the forest, just FYI.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's going to take you a little bit, and you do hear, like, fire sirens coming. Okay, Isabeau, you still have a turn to go, you and Cal, as you see this thing now it was thrown through a tree, the tree has fallen, the fire is still spreading.
Shit. Thing's still alive?
Yeah. It's still, its armor is still a little liquefied, but it's beginning to, one of its armbands is entirely fallen off, but the corset and both the leg guards still look like they're forming, and the other arm guard is smaller now, but it seems to be reforming too, like it's going to be back soon.
What about the head? Is it armored?
No, the head is not armored.
Cool. I'll take a look over at Cal. I'll just give him a wink, and I'll take off running, and I want to run, jump, and slam the mace down on its head.
Yeah, roll tough. Roll kick some ass.
Oh boy, howdy.
Tough. It's not great. It's 6. I don't get a plus from anything, right?
Feel free to use luck.
Plus your tough.
I'll luck that.
You're going to luck it?
I'm going to luck it.
Okay.
I haven't used any luck, ever.
Yeah.
It never refreshes.
It does never refresh. It's a one-time thing, and once you're out, it's out.
That's fine. I will use 1 for this because I am very hurt and I don't want to die.
Okay. So what happens for you? I'm going to tell you yours because yours is just kind of more straightforward. So you're going to mark off one of your luck boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And because you're a pararomantic, when you spend a point of luck, actually, we'll tell you what happens first. So you make this a success. You use you run up full speed. You use your the flames from your feet. You kind of like propel yourself even higher and bring this thing down. As you do, you see both of its claws are just prepped to take you out. At the but right before it connects, you just see a blaze of flame go past you, and Cal takes the brunt of the blow. And both of its claws are just in his throat. So as a pararomantic, you spend a point of luck. Mark off one of your relationship status boxes.
Oh no!
Going from loving to broken.
Oh no! Oh no!
And Cal gives you a faint smile as his eyes roll back and he's unconscious.
Oh no!
And the creature has him by the throat.
My 2 harm didn't do anything to it.
It looks messed up. Like it does, like I said, it has human eyes pink, and now like one of the eyes is just like almost gone, and it's bleeding heavily.
Did she get her additional effect for the extraordinary success?
Oh yeah, that's right. So you have a choice. You can either inflict, or no, I'm on the wrong thing. You can either take 1 plus going forward, inflict terrible harm, you suffer less, or you force them where you want them.
I force them or I what them?
You force them where you want them.
Oh, force them where you there was a max damage one, right?
Yeah, you inflict more harm.
I'm well aware that I'm 1 harm away from falling unconscious.
It's unstable. Not
unstable. Unstable.
He is unconscious. Yeah. Okay. So you are going. You are currently 1 harm. 1 from being unconscious.
I'm currently 3 harm.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. And you're gonna do extra harm. That's your plan.
I want it dead. I feel like that's the only way to keep us safe.
Do it.
Okay. You connect. The claws pierce through, continuing to pierce through Cal. Do scrape you. You take 1 harm. And you smash this thing. It's stumbling. The rest of its armor falls. It's not dead, but it looks super messed up. Like it is trying to keep its ground.
Am I back? Yeah.
And you are back.
When I get there, I'm just going to take my Himalayan salt lamp and point it at the creature and chant and gesture, and I'm just going to be like, and hit it with a wind wall.
Okay. Roll it. Roll kick some ass.
Okay. Don't fuck me up. Okay, 9.
9, okay. A mixed success.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what happens is you do this, and the spell, it seems very powerful. The wind wall, not only... Here's what happens.
It's 2 harm total.
2, that's fine. It puts out the flames as this wind wall is just going through the forest. It extinguishes the flames that both Cal and Isabeau have kind of set this place ablaze. It knocks it back, retracting its claws from Cal, who's now bleeding heavily unconscious from the neck, and it is impaled on the broken tree.
Good.
There's a broken tree going through, just impaled through this creature as it just slumps, and the rest of the black liquid just falls off. And its head just flinks to the side.
And I'm going to... so as I'm like doing this crouching tiger hidden... You know that scene where she's like going like this and deflecting all the things? That's what I'm doing with my Himalayan salt lamp with the wind tunnel, riding it forward, and I'm going to land in front of it on the forest.
You do. And you guys are left in this scene.
Is it dead?
Can we talk?
You all talk and nothing happens.
I am not going to even check if that thing's dead. I'm going for Cal.
Okay. He is unconscious and bleeding heavily from the neck.
Can I try to fix it?
You can absolutely act under pressure to try to fix it.
I'd like to do that. Oh, not great. That's just a 4.
Once again, it's very bad.
All I can think of is, like, the only thing I could have thought of doing was try to, like, cauterize him with my calf or something, but I don't know what to do.
So on a miss, there's all this first. You try to, like, you put your hands, like, trying to stop the bleeding. You think about maybe cauterize it, but you've lost a lot of blood yourself, and the last thing you do as you're panicking, you're sweating, is you feel yourself just overwhelmed, and you fell unconscious next to him. The last thing you see is your face next to his.
Fuck.
Oak and Darlene, you see this.
Who looks worse off to me?
For sure, Cal.
I'm going to try. This is not something I've ever done before, but I am going to just look to Oak and say, I'm going to try to hold his wound closed. Do you think you could do something with that? And I'm going to use telekinesis to try to hold the wound closed and with some pressure on it.
Okay, so
whatever area looks like it's bleeding the most heavily.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. So you can try to use telekinesis for this, which is one of your rotes. It's going to be not... Even if you succeed fully, you're still going to have to hold this thing and try to hold this spell for a long time. There is a use magic effect, which is heal 1 harm.
That's
too,
what I was...
might be better, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just try that.
Magic is dangerous.
Well, I got a +1 forward since the last thing I did was use magic.
Always.
All right. Well, it brings my total to a 10. That's in the safe zone, so we're good.
Yeah, you heal 1 harm, and you see some of his throat wounds begin to close a little bit. He actually still doesn't look stable, but he looks better.
I'm going to turn to Isabeau and be like, I've never done this kind of magic, and I'm going to try to heal 1 harm.
Yeah, roll, use some magic.
Oak has a lot of anxiety around use magic.
Yeah.
It has historically not been terrific.
Lay a hand on Oak. You've got this. It's gonna be okay.
No, it's not okay.
What'd you
Not
get?
at all gonna be okay.
It's a 4. That's the big failure.
Hang on. I literally took a move for this.
Yeah.
When you miss with a use magic roll, you can choose one of the following options instead of losing control of the magic.
When you lose.
I'm still going to heal her.
Okay.
However, I'm going to trigger all the glitches but one. I get to pick the one that I avoid.
Okay, which one are you avoiding?
Oh my god.
List them for me again.
The glitches are, the effect is weakened.
Mm-hmm.
It's of short duration.
Mm-hmm.
You take 1 harm.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely taking a harm.
Okay. It draws attention, or it has a problematic side effect.
So the thing I don't want to happen is a weakened thing, because I'm only healing 1. I don't want to heal 0 and get fucked for it. So that's the thing that's not happening. It's definitely full effect. The rest just goes. It happens.
Is the side effect on me or him?
Me.
It's on him. Which is not the same for Alexis's character.
So I'm like, and get blasted back.
You get blasted back. You are now healed for 1, Isabeau. Your wounds have now healed enough. You actually wake back up and you're stable, because that brings you to 3, correct?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, and that is enough.
Perfect.
You are conscious. And what happens next is you... How much time? We got a little bit of time, right? We can go more 15 minutes?
We're past time.
Yeah.
We'll make it quick. Okay. So what happens is you are blown back. As you kind of pick yourself up, you see the tattoo has completed.
Oh no!
Saw that one coming.
And as you stand back up, the world goes grayscale. All the color is drained from it. All your your companions have ceased to move. They seem to be frozen. And what you hear is a voice behind you.
Yep.
Oak, it has been so long.
I am going to turn around.
As you turn around, you see.
Every now and then.
Sorry.
Okay. As you turn around, one second. Yeah, as you turn around, you see Karen.
Yep.
Who looks very different. She still has blue hair tinged with red. She's got 2 horns that seem to be just a bright red curled back. There is tattered clothing. Her whole skin tone seems to be almost a pale whitish blue with just giant cracks in it. And there seems to be just red inside.
Hey, Big Red.
Oh no, I killed Big Red. Well, you helped kill Big Red. Karen, don't you remember? It's been a while, I know. Longer for me.
You've just taken on so much of her aesthetic, I kind of forgot.
Not the intention. No, it was not. Once you sent, an ice creature to the flame realm, wasn't great. It's been a long time since I was able to get back.
And you just got back?
Oh, just now from your help. She gestures to the tattoo.
It wasn't my intention to help.
No, but you are so very helpful, aren't you, Oak? Just a wealth of knowledge and always helping your friends.
I try to be useful when I can.
You have been. Well, she kind of looks around. Would like to explore what this place has become in the... I have no idea how long it's been here. It's been decades by me. So, I'm going to take a look around, and I'll see you soon.
Do I have my lamp? Do I have access to my magic?
Yeah.
What would Oak do? I think Oak would at least try.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my lamp and strike my hands together and say,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I have to do this. Yeah. And I am going to try to restrain them with an earth wall.
Okay, roll it up.
Fuck. My rolls tonight. So I do get a +1 to this since I am dealing with the consequences of my own magic.
Yep, correct.
I'm actually really good at fucking up.
That's how we built your character.
11.
You see the earth, like, right around her. It does raise in the roots, and it comes up. And as it grabs onto her, they just catch fire. And she gives you a smile, and everything goes back to normal. The world is color again, and you are staring at there are burning roots where she once stood, and your friends are now moving again and talking.
God, I forgot her name was Karen. That is a fucking coincidence.
Yeah, it is.
I have to tell Nikki.
That's right, we need to.
And here's where you guys are left.
God rest her soul.
I'm afraid to do anything else to help Cal because I might accidentally kill him.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna get up. Is he stable?
He's. Sorry.
That's not the word I'd use.
He's not in the best of shape. I don't think he's dying, but like I don't.
Aren't you a medic?
Yeah, but also I feel a little bit better, and I feel like that might be because of you, and I appreciate that, but I don't know. I don't know how stable my hands are right now. I don't know if I can actually help him. Maybe somebody help me. I don't know.
Here's what's happening. Those ambulances are on their way. Those fire trucks, whatever. I heard sirens. So we need to make a decision. Are we leaving or are we letting people come help you?
I mean, if we get to a point, he's going to start healing a little bit quicker than they're going to like.
Let's go.
And I'll try to
I am going to pick up, I'm going to hold Cal and fly away with him.
Okay. You see
I was
him...
going to telekinesis him, but okay.
You see Oak just kind of grab... You gonna do something?
I'm going to look at them and say, meet me back at the inn. And I'm going to fly away.
And you see him leave. And you guys are left in the forest. Now there is a huge burn mark. There is still a monster body which rapidly seems to be decaying. The black kind of molasses that was its armor, its body begins to turn to that and slowly just drift down.
Hi, Inara.
And you guys are left in the forest, and that is where we'll end tonight.
Ooh, boy howdy.
I forgot her name was Karen.
It was that was way before Gen Con.
It was.
Does she have a pocket full of expired coupons?
No, she's just the worst. I think you named her too. I think you named her.
I did name her.
It's amazing.
Okay, so this was another Monster of the Week adventure, the continuation of our Hushed Hallows adventure. I am Ty. You can find me here on Dice Prairie, and especially here tomorrow for a Vampire the Masquerade one-shot. You can also find me on Variant Rolls. Sometimes I'm running a game Monster Hearts on Sundays, which is a lot of fun. Like this, but with more sex. And I also am on Mythos Mystery Society here and there. I think we might have a one-shot coming on Saturday. We're not 100% yet. My favorite moment from the evening, having Karen come back was pretty great.
I forgot I named her Karen.
I knew that was coming.
That's wild.
That was pretty great. Then also having a new. I like Isabeau and Cal as characters. That's a lot of fun. And using the luck was good. Couple moments. All right, let's go reverse order. So, Alex, you're next.
Hi. I'm like so nervous. I'm Alex Gaston. You can find me on Twitter at Crit Charisma. I mostly live on the Variant Rules channel, although I'm a little inactive at the moment because school is awful. This is my first game on Dice Priority. I loved it. I don't ever want to leave this game ever. I want to be this character forever. I really enjoyed lighting some sheets on fire. That was great. We fucking.
and the quotes the next morning afterward.
Yeah.
The next morning. The jokes the next morning were great.
They were great. That'd be
Fantastic.
I think that's me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you.
Hey, I'm Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. As I am a creator here at Dice Priority, and you can catch me on Variant Rules too. My favorite moment from tonight was probably when, I mean, this is pretty fun, but when Isabeau decided that, when I was like, hey, spend the luck, and then it was just so bad. But I also love how bad I failed all night, because that is Oak's thing. He has no confidence. Yeah. He knows he's powerful, but he also knows that he's okay, I have raw power and no control. Yeah. And his whole thing is built around that. And last session, he did really, really, really well on all of his rolls. And I was like, and now he was just like eating shit. It was beautiful. Yeah.
It brings us to me. I'm Alexis. You can find me at VoxVenato on the Twitter sphere and such. I'm here at Dice Priority. I am one of the creators here. And I live here like all the frickin' time. You can find me tomorrow on this channel at 7 p.m. for the Vampire the Masquerade one-shot, and Thursday, Matthew and I are both on Variant Rolls for the werewolf there's a little two-shot. We're going to wrap up our werewolf monster of the week. So if you like this system, I'll be playing a very different character. Yeah. Matthew will be playing a slightly different, very different character.
Very different,
but no, it's very, very, very different. Come see us play very different characters, much darker characters. It'll be a good time. Let's see. Also, real quick, next week on Dice Priority here, Wednesday, I'm running a charity one-shot on 9/11 to benefit the Feel Good Foundation's first responders. It will be a Taldore one-shot, and we have some fantastic guests coming on. I'm really excited for it. I should be wrapping up the promo art for that soon, so look out for that. Other than that, my favorite moment tonight, let's see, was probably, hi, nice to meet you, let me help you with that blood. Oh no, I made it so much worse.
The double failure. The immediate double failure.
The immediate.
Yep.
I tried.
That was great. That was I think
great
that's
intro.
The best. That's the most ridiculous character introduction that I have ever experienced.
Yeah.
Just
not great. Not ideal.
You're welcome. Also, I'm 30 on Sunday, by the way.
Oh, hey, happy birthday in advance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yay.
Happy birthday.
Welcome to the 30s crew.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll see if it's nice to me.
Yeah, well, if it's not, you can just tell everybody you're not. I hear a lot of people do that. But,
25.
Shut up, Corey. He's like 27. He's a baby.
He is a baby.
Corey is just a widow baby. He's just a wee babe.
Anyway, Alex, thank you so much for coming and playing with us. This has been a blast. We will be resuming next week with our regularly scheduled